It's the Anything Goes podcast. It's your boy Sean Peoples. I'm here with the AGP fam. The ladies came ready for war, but they don't know we ready for war too. Y'all ready to get this thing popping, man?
They ain't gonna be ready for war like that.
Ready,
Let's
ready.
Y'all
go,
can't be ducking
let's
and dodging
go,
tonight.
let's
Coming
go.
for it.
All right,
Coming
let's
for
get
it.
started. We here again, another stupendous day, I should say. Um, it's Battle of the Sexes. Before we get into all of the battles and all of that stuff, let's do some introductions and all that stuff. Cherie, what's going on with you, man? What's up with you?
I'm ready for war. If
Ready
you
for
can
war?
see, I got my bottle in.
See it?
Ready. It's Thursday.
Body.
I'm body.
She body. She body. All right. Yo, Sharp Mizzle, what's going on with you, my brother?
Yo, man, living and loving life. It's the battle. It's Thursday night. Ladies gonna get it tonight. I'm coming in swinging. Figuratively, of course. I'm coming in swinging. I'm swinging for the hills.
Cover your kneecaps, ladies. Cover your kneecaps, ladies.
That's a low blow. That's a below the belt. That's a bonus blow. Ooh, wow, she went on.
That was low.
I would have no mercy.
Flow.
No mercy on you. No mercy, T. Man hating extraordinaire. No mercy.
That was the extra hating, extra man
Yes,
hating.
sir. We're gonna give it to it. Yes, sir.
All right. Lola, what's going on with you?
Hi, happy Thursday. It's my favorite day of the week, and I'm ready for this battle. But we can go ahead and beat y'all and get it over with.
I just want to say you're a sellout. I just want to put that out there. I just want to be my sidekick and you up there talk about you want to beat us with the battle.
I'm sorry. Ladies first.
Facts.
Yeah. Razor, what's going on with you, my boy?
Hey man, what's going on? What's going on? I see the ladies came ready, but guess what? I got something for them too, because I'm gonna beat them with my eyes shut, man. I'm gonna do that, man. I don't mess it up. I'm gonna take care of them, man. I came prepared too. You know what I mean? It ain't only y'all. I came ready. Listen, I could do this like this, just like this, and just pick y'all apart. You know what I mean? That's it, man. Let's go. Let's get it.
Razor, I don't know. I'm lost with that one.
Listen, I
You're
could
so
shut my
scared
eyes.
you had to cover your eyes up.
Listen, man, I could shut my eyes and pick them apart. That's it.
I get it. That makes sense. You know, shut your eyes and run all over them.
He's taking shut his out to see y'all coming still.
Deals you. Yeah. T, what's going on with you?
What's up? Listen, I'm ready. I gave y'all a little break Tuesday. You know what I mean? It's been building up. Let's get it going. No more talking. Let's get it.
Kick the man hating in the full gear tonight.
Man hating is in full gear tonight, man. I've been really, really holding back, you know, and tonight y'all about to get it all unleashed.
So you soft pedal us on Tuesday, huh?
Yeah, you know what I mean. I told you.
You set us up then. You set us up.
It was a setup. It was. You know what I mean. I had to soften you up just a little bit.
Yeah, I thought I won you over, man.
It's all divine plan. All divine plan.
I thought we made progress, and I was proud of it. I was like, yeah, we made progress. We're going somewhere now. Lo and behold, it was a setup.
We'll make up after the show.
That's cool. There you go.
The man hating and be real. The man hating.
Oh yeah. Real. I see the guns. I see the gun show. I see the gun show.
Real soldiers in the building tonight. We about to run them over. We about to beat them up. Bang bang. Siegel Street. All them good phrases. Before we dismantle the ladies, fellas. Before we run through them like we used to do back in the. Now I'm just playing.
Don't be up here don't be up here giving up no secrets. Don't be giving up no secrets. Don't be giving away the game.
Before we start, man, let's talk about vice real quick, man. Like, what's one of your vices? What's one of the things that stop you from completing I guess your destiny or your agenda, completing your work? For me, I like to call it a realist. When I think about stuff on a real level, but a lot of my friends tell me it's kind of being negative. But I like to look at it as being real. As I'm paying attention to what's going on, but I'm looking at it in a real atmosphere. Like, everybody say if you work real hard, you'll get to your destination in life. But some people work real hard and don't get nowhere. So, and I like to keep that. I like to be real about that. I can work hard as I want to, but sometimes, it just don't fall that way. What's you guys?
I overthink everything.
Overthinking?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a scenario.
I don't know. Like, say, okay, if I want to do something, I'd be like, okay, I want to do that, but if I do it, this might happen and that might happen, or it could go wrong this way, but it could go right this way, but I don't know if it's going to work out. So I don't know if I should waste my time trying it, but it might be a good use of my time, but I'm not sure. See how I just wasted 5 minutes of y'all life?
Yeah. That's called self-defeating.
That's me too. That's me. I overthink everything. I still have that bad habit. My husband be like, stop overthinking, just do that. And I'm like, no, because that person, they gonna say I'm copying, and I don't want to copy them. Then they said, but then if I do, then it'll come out. But then I have to do this, and then I'm the same way, Lola. I overthink a lot of things that I should have been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell, oh yeah, I want to do this, so I want to open this, so I want to do it. They be like, do it. Even Sean, one time when I was telling what I want to do it, go ahead. That's a good. I'm still like, I don't know. maybe,
Probably.
Yep.
I say I overthink too, but mine,
Jesus Christ, lady, y'all ain't gotta agree on everything tonight.
Listen, I wasn't finished. Okay. My biggest thing is though, I tend to I help others, you know what I mean? And sometimes in the process of helping others, I get absorbed in what they have going on, and it puts my stuff to the wayside. So I have to really, stand firm and learn not to procrastinate on my end and, put me first, but that is my biggest. Always get wrapped up in somebody else's stuff.
True that. Fellas.
Yeah, for me, it's probably is procrastinate. I probably got a lot of stuff that I probably should have did last year that I still ain't doing this year. Like I have a lot of stuff, like it just slipped my mind out, So for me, it's probably procrastinating and doing stuff at the last minute, But yeah, it's a hard thing to, try to work on it, but it sometimes like, man, I forgot that. I know I got to do my taxes. I still ain't get it done yet. The due date might pass.
You waiting until the deadline.
Listen, man, to the deadline. I'm like, man, normally I already have it done as soon as January 31st, or as soon as you can do it. But that's just one of my things, man. It's just I have a hard time just getting stuff done or doing it at the last minute. That's my thing.
All right. Short Mizzle.
Yeah, I just want to say early, I think procrastinating is a part of human condition that we can all overcome at some point in life if we try hard enough. So I don't want anybody beating themselves because everybody procrastinates at some point in their life. Some people conquer it, some people don't. So it's not just you. Yeah, I think I used to I still do sometimes. I got these big ideas. I still have a lot of them, but now difference is now I know how to kind of get to them. I used to have like big ideas and stuff that I had. I see them out now. A lot of technology stuff. So I used to have them, just didn't know how to get to it at the time. And the issue is I want to do like so many things because I love technology. I was like into too many things. And in order to really become successful, you have to actually hone in and focus on that thing. You can't do everything. you can and you can. You can do everything, but you'll never be good at one thing, right? So
right. Jack of all
so
trades, master of none.
perfect. That is my number one issue. Haven't all the way conquered it, but I do know how to get to something when I'm ready these days. It's not the same anymore. So
Well, seems like I'm the only one with the negative thinking.
well, I mean, so I wouldn't even, I wouldn't even look at it necessarily negative. I mean, being a realist is not being negative. It's just
that's
being
what
a realist.
that's what I think.
I can't call it being negative. I mean, it's just a different way of looking at things. I mean, you kind of look at some people try to do things that others think are not achievable.
Yeah.
You yourself look at things that you think are achievable. So that's not necessarily being negative. You're just like kind of being real in maybe a little extra real, but you're being real,
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're not going to get to a higher goal. It just means that you're going to get there despite you thinking it may be hard to reach.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah. That's all.
So in the beginning, God created man and then women.
I think that's a fraud. I think women was here first.
Yeah, of course you would think that. Yeah.
We was.
We gonna go by the Bible and not.
No way we could have survived without them being here first. No way we could have survived without them.
How could they survive without we being here?
Come on, man. They got all kind of skills, man.
Stop the nonsense, brother. Stop it. You're pandering. You're pandering. Cut the pandering out.
I think that camouflage has shown a little intimidated.
Pandering a little bit too much. Yeah, you're pandering a little bit too much.
Hey,
you're kind of putting a numbness on the night with your pandering.
Wait a minute, what the hell is that?
But
what was that?
Yeah, let's start off with is Jada to be blamed for Will Smith whole fiasco? When y'all look at it, is it it said that a man have his free will to do whatever he want. He could have easily end his relationship, or he could have easily sat there and be like, I'm gonna keep my hand to myself. But is it, when you look at it, do we think it's Jada's fault that whatever took place that night took place?
Let me take
no, that's Will's fault. Yeah, that is completely Will's fault. He makes the decision and moves.
Here's the thing. Free will is the operative term here. He's a person. He has his own mind. He's intelligent. He could think for himself. Emotion be damned. He made a decision, a conscious decision, to get up out that seat and walk up to that man.
Wow.
I mean, big up yourself.
Because think about it. I mean, you're right, Lola. Think about it. You walk however many 1,000, 1,000. You had time to consider.
What you gonna do?
I should stop and turn around, go back to my seat. But you made a decision to keep walking. So no, she's not to blame. She's not to be blamed for that act. Maybe other things in the relationship, perhaps. And I'm not a part of that, so I don't know. But that instance, he made a decision on his own.
Yeah, you do know. She said it on Red Table. Cut it out.
Okay. So I'm just going with. I'm going with. Let me go with my thing. I'm going with what I just said. Anyway, so he decided to walk up there and did what he did. So that was on him. She did other stuff, but that night was on him though. I think I'm not. Can't sugarcoat that.
I agree. I think that she has well, I was gonna say she has a hand in it, but she has both her hands in the way that he is internally, mentally, and feeling like as a man right now, because she done put him through the ringer in the last couple of years. However, the decision that he made to try to go up there and make things right when she caught him laughing at that joke she don't like, that was his choice.
Yeah,
go ahead, Razor.
No, I think she is at least 80% to be blamed for it,
Look how Sean over there celebrating. Look at Sean over there celebrating.
She had at least 80%, man. Yes, he did walk up there, but he reacted off of what he saw. He was, I saw something on social media today, like the little puppet. Jada was doing this little puppet thing with Will and the little puppet
I think
master.
y'all missed that on the thumbnail. When you told me that earlier today, I didn't say nothing to you because I figured you were gonna bring it up. But you notice, if y'all go back and look at the Jada and Will Smith thumbnail, I put the puppet master string.
Yeah, the little puppet master. Yeah.
Go if you pull it up right now. If you go to the channel right now and look, you'll see the puppet master string over in the right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say for the night though, she's culpable, sitting there and watching him and not trying to stop him. The night she just responsible, and she has a hand in what happened. She didn't make him do it, but she could have stopped them, try to signal them. She could have did anything, but just sitting there. As
a woman, and you have a husband, you're part of your duty.
98.23 cents.
The comment section is hyped tonight, huh?
Yeah, comment section. Get in there, do y'all thing.
Yeah,
fellas.
Yeah, so listen, man, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
I think is her. A lot of people say is him or I. Is first of all, are men gonna react of how we feel and how we react? We seen it plenty of times. They can be calm, but if I'm hype and I'm like, no, because and it's on and popping, and he's gonna be like, well, shoot, it's on and popping then because my wife said it's on and popping. So if
your wife says on and popping, you about to get it popping.
Baba Lola.
He ain't say nothing. He just roll her eyes.
Exactly.
So he gonna just roll his eyes too.
No, we know how that go, ladies. Let's not pretend. We know how that go.
All right.
She gave the nod. She gave the look like you better get up out of the seat and go up there and show out.
Nobody know your man more than you.
She did a secret whistle to him with her eyes.
Yeah, don't nobody know your man more than you.
She wrote it on the eyeballs. If you don't get up and go out there and make something happen,
nobody know their women more than they man. So when she gave the look or whatever she said to him under her breath or whatever she feel like she said, that was definitely a triggering point for him.
He know when she do that eye roll, she thinking Tupac would have did.
Pop would have rushed the stage with all the death row. West Side, Machiavelli in this.
They should have checked the eyelids, Lola. They should have checked the eyelids, Lola. She had written on the eyelids.
Right to your body.
Hail Mary. First of all, they would have kicked them off the stage, and they would have ended up hosting for the night.
And he would have took the mic and said, "This little nigga named Nas think he live like me. Talking about he went to the hospital, took 5 like me. You live in fantasies, nigga."
Part of your duty as being a wife, your girlfriend, is to bring your man peace. She ain't bringing. She hasn't been bringing him any peace, man.
She been bringing August a peace.
August is innocent.
And all this alopecia talk. August got an alopecia that ass. That's what.
No comments.
And she had it nice and clean for him.
Oh wow! Nobody's going to hell on this one, right? Nobody's going to hell on this one.
I definitely think it's Jada. I definitely think Jada is 50% to be blamed.
I'm not going with Sean and Razor to hell.
If there's a blame, I definitely think Jada take 50% of the blame. Because since you all blaming it on mental health, where does this mental health problem come from? We can't excuse where the problem come from now because he got free will. It's still she's the cause of his mental issues. She's the cause of him going through all of this stuff.
And like we always say, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Well, we ain't debating the wrongs or the right. We asking who fault it is. We asking who fault it is. Chanel East.
You want to know the source of the issue, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
You want to know the source.
Jesus Christ! I'm gonna have to pull one of these players. I'm gonna have to pull one of these players out of the comment section to come up here because you ain't doing us no justice, my brother.
No, you want me? You
might,
want me to fight blindly? You want me to blindly fight for the fellas? You want me to blindly fight for the fellas? Okay.
It's
okay.
battle of the sexes. N word. It ain't battle of who you want sex with. Not battle of who you want to sex with.
Pause, big man. Pause.
All
right. Okay. Let's go. All right. Let's go.
Man.
Oh Lord, Luke down there doing some race man.
I can go opposite now. Let's go. Who we want to blame it on now? Let's go again. Come on. Let's go.
We might be outnumbered since T keep going in and out.
Yeah, that's not her man hating.
Hey, I'm feeling petite. I'm pinch hitting right now. I'm
doing down there, doing math calculations.
Lou got that razor math going on. Lou figured it out.
How 2 years plus 1 night? That's not 50.
Lou, you a genius.
99.
Definitely.
Lou.
I definitely feel like
if n equals the number of years, how many nights does it take to equal n?
If not majority of the blame, she definitely deserves a good amount of it because she's the antagonist in all of this. You know, she's the one that makes makes the mental issue. She's the one that been getting her Palestine August and all of this stuff, and you know, and who knows what Will doing? We ain't seen Will at red table talking about what he been doing. So until then, I'm gonna go with it's her. She the one doing what she's supposed to do because she the one telling us what she doing.
Jada is the problem.
Exactly.
I think we all agree that Jada is the problem.
I mean, we know that it stems from some stuff that they went through, and I think she's a big part of it. The whole Tupac thing is disturbing anyway. That she's still like carrying all kind of feelings. I mean, that whole thing's disturbing. You got your husband. All that stuff is disturbing. Seriously.
I know I'm disowning Willow. First things
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
That's weird, man. I wish one of my kids would talk about some. I wish so and so was my daddy.
You know, I Biggie say first thing first. I Papa. First thing first. I ain't your daddy. Get out of here.
I'm gonna be like, hey Rod, Daddy Short man, you're not my. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like you ain't my pappy.
Go right to the dead ninja. See if he can help you.
First thing I'm doing, I'm
not buying that bicycle.
I'm calling the lawyer, man. He coming off this will.
Let me get my other kids. Let me get my real kids something. Hey, the ninja got you anything for Christmas? No, he dead.
But so guys, I keep asking the question: why would a child have that much information to be feeling that passionate about? Exactly. So that's disturbing, man. That's disturbing. Straight up. That's disturbing.
She is really something.
I got to take a tip of my 1954 Shaka Bleak. Tip with a little bit of orange juice in it.
Go ahead, big man.
It's stressing me out.
Like a child, bleak.
Go ahead.
Here.
Tap your throat.
I got apple juice.
You feel the heat going down.
Yeah. That's that
that ain't no apple juice. You can tell. Hey, that's something strong going
she
on.
Trying to perform for Mama Lola. You sold me out early. I'm selling y'all. Mama Lola, that brandy
like that.
mixed with whiskey and Hennessy.
Okay, it's whiskey. Dang.
All the brown liquors in it.
So she makes them all together, Mama Lola.
But yeah, it's her. And I just feel that it has to be, because I do remember him saying he's never gonna get a divorce. He don't care what. But my thing is either he did something that they don't talk about, because that's the only thing I could think of. Like, did he must have do something to you that you say, you know what, we're gonna get a
great provider. And made them.
So you think she's getting back at him for something?
Famous.
That's the only explanation I can come up with. That's the
wild, though, right?
Maybe she's just a real. Ooh, sorry.
It's not Friday. It's not Friday. Oh, well, it is Thursday. I mean,
it's Friday adjacent. You good? Yeah. Friday Eve. It's Friday Eve. You good?
I don't know. She worse than the dudes.
Yes.
Man, that's crazy.
And it's open, like she don't even defend nothing.
The thought that she is a narcissist, I think that's a good thought. I think it's more than likely 99. It's a whole lot of percentage, close to 100 that she's probably. Yeah, her demeanor when she talks, her behavior, it comes off of her.
Yeah.
She doesn't like show like remorse or anything like that. It's like she can't really show it because she can't hide it. She can't hide out. She can't hide her narcissism. Basically, she can't hide it. It's just coming off of her.
Hey, everybody out there online, go ahead and hit like, please. Share out on your social media platform. You guys go ahead and share out too if you haven't already. Share with your friends, share with your ops, share with your side chicks, share with your side dudes, share with your side dudes, share it all around. If I get somebody, it's all good. I ain't mad at you.
That one needed a bomb. You said your side dude.
Yeah, the side dude. You know how it goes around here.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Touchy, I know.
Hey, I mean, Jaden got a husband. I know.
Side to the side.
Say what?
Side to the side.
Shared
Who
to
got
all
what?
the sides. Jaden.
Okay.
Will Smith's son said Tyler, the Creator, his husband.
Oh, okay. Well, God bless him.
Yeah. So keeping with the thing. So should you care about your spouse's past? Should you care if your spouse was a bucket back in the days and now she a good girl? Should it matter? Should she turn a new leaf? So now, it's all for one and one for all.
I'm gonna say you should care about the past, but to an extent, because and at the beginning of every year, the whole facts get erased.
It does.
So that's why you start over, and so like that.
Well, at least ain't like my homegirl said, beginning of every relationship.
To get deleted.
Subtract a few. Yeah, she said I subtract a few. I like
-3, carry the 1.
Hey, but what they say, whatever a woman tells you, you always multiply times 3.
I would multiply times 100.
Jesus Christ.
Hey man,
100. God.
experience. Didn't we go over this? Hey, y'all acting like we forgot. We went over this math with y'all before, ladies. And by the time you got to 36,
100.
by the time you got to 36, boy, it was y'all didn't want to count no more.
Razor had good math on that one. His math was working.
Yeah,
on that
his
one.
math was
Y'all
good.
was like, you know what? Let's forget the numbers and let's move on.
Yeah, the math was a good one. The math was, but I don't. Well, it depends because I can't be with somebody and then, everybody. Then it's,
Men be ran through too.
yeah, they do.
That's
But
why we
I
call us
can't
out.
just
Man
be
said
like,
as women.
I had him.
The difference between men and women. Hold on, let me straighten y'all out. The difference between men and women is, man can do a lot and nothing's gonna be missing from the joint. Women now, the walls fall off, stuff is all missing and damaged and dinged up.
Push back.
Yeah,
It's a real thing, though. Like it's a real thing. Your stuff can fall out. Your stuff can fall out.
Yeah.
You ever been arguing with your man and he be like, "Don't even come on, push your wig back."
Now the women, now the bucket thing. If she was from Thailand, maybe bucket.
There's
Thailand
a lot of buckets in Thailand.
P-H-U-K-E-T. Yeah, you got me.
If she was from
if she was from Thailand, that kind of bucket, it depends what kind of bucket she was, right? If she was a bucket.
Hey, some of these.
And then we have to consider what we're gonna do with her.
We know some that are some terrible buckets out there.
That's what I'm saying. Depends what kind of bucket she was.
I mean, just the thought of a bucket. Me and my old lady is
don't sit right.
Yeah,
Don't
just
sit
don't
right.
sit-
It's
don't
not
sit right in my soul.
in your spirit.
Yeah, I gotta take another sip of the Shaka Shah, please.
So Sean,
This is how I look at it, though.
Mm-hmm.
What you know won't hurt you, but if I know,
Razor, if you don't shut your
listen, wait. No,
Sean don't want to hear it though. I'm about to ask him a question after this, Razor. Go, Razor.
Let me finish. What you know won't hurt you, but if I find out, I'm gonna have a problem because it's like me see somebody that I know is a slut, but she don't stand a chance in this world with me because it's not gonna happen. But if she decrease these math and tell you that because she go subtract and say,
Oh.
well, it's 40, but it's 10, you know, and then you give her a chance. But the only thing with that is
because everybody count.
you
I'm about
can't,
to
you
put
can't.
this, I'm about to put this in my calculator.
That's what I was trying to find my phone to get.
They ain't gonna figure it out.
Hey,
Y'all
listen,
ain't
man,
Lou. Lou's a
this is-
genius.
This
Y'all
this
ain't
is
Lou.
this. So no, but she you might not know, but I feel like if you're a slut bucket, man, it's gonna come out. I feel like you're gonna have some remnants of it or something gonna come out. But some of them might be tight, some of them might keep it together, and you never find out. So
What I don't know will still hurt me. I don't care what.
So I want to ask you, Sean. So wait a minute. So you meet a lady now. She's wonderful. She's lovely and everything. Y'all get together. You've been together 5 years.
I'm leaving if she's a bucket.
You've been together 5 years, and you found out that maybe back in the day she does some stuff that's questionable.
I'm leaving if she's a bucket.
5 years you've been together, good.
I'm leaving if she's a bucket.
Well, you're a hard brother, man. You're a hard brother. I got.
I don't think that's hard.
I gotta give it to you. You're a
Do
hard
them,
brother.
speak up yourself. Miss Trini got to speak up yourself. Brit, big up yourself.
Sean.
This battle of the sexes.
Leave a lovely lady that you've been with for so long
Definitely.
because she used to have some questionable behavior
She
back
should
in
have
the
let
day.
me know. First of all, she's a dishonest heifer because she should
Whoa,
have
whoa.
She should have let me know she was a bucket.
That's character
before.
assassination.
No, she should have let me know she was a bucket before, and we wouldn't have this issue in the first place. You gotta leave these dishonest heifers. You gotta leave them out there.
Which one of y'all get a man and say, "Hey, baby, I used to be a bucket"?
You should. You should be open and honest with your man because you're building the future. You shouldn't come in a relationship acting like you a good girl when you know you done smash half of P-Town and Norfolk and you working your way through Hampton. You done got you got all the Hampton Roads under your belt and want me to run around with you?
I knew a male bucket. I know
I know a lot.
I know a lot, but it was
lot.
I feel attacked right now. I don't know.
You know,
I don't know if I should or should not. I don't know what's going on.
So he used to be a bucket. Now he's saying,
I'm in a weird spot right here.
You put yourself there, sir. You put yourself
when
there.
I was talking, we was talking. Then I kind of talked around, got a little, and girl, girl, yeah, I done that. Yeah, girl, I done.
Lola, you might want to let Trini guys know what's
got
bucket. Oh, okay.
I'm like, I did. Oh, girl, we all did, we. Oh, I said, never mind.
We, her, and me.
Me, her, you, her plus her. Nah, I'm good.
Wow.
I met a shorty.
And that's how the line do. It's protection, man. You protect the pack, and you got the pack around.
I met a shorty, nice chick, vibing, cool, and like we say we're doing my Virginia thing, my stick girl, stick.
Oh, your stick girl, huh?
Yeah. So I'm chilling. My homeboy came, pulled me to the side, and like, yo, I used to toss that around, like, she used to toss it around like she was a bowling ball down the aisle, basketball, boom, 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 tennis ball, hit it across the fence, whatever I want to. But do your thing, my G. But just know that.
That's the part right there when they
That
say
sound like
Yeah, that's not like a hater though. That's like a slightly.
sound like
I don't think that's a hater. That's a friend. That's a friend.
No.
If he was a hater, he would have been telling me not to deal with her. Leave her alone. She ain't good for you. What he told me was, hey.
He did with her.
I used to be running around with her. So you got to know that. You already know your friend's supposed to tell you that.
Yeah, your friend's supposed to tell you that.
Like I smacked it up, pushed it down, rubbed it down.
Exactly. He told me he let me know what it was. I wasn't wifing her. I was tossing her around. So now you gonna pick her up just because you feel like she's a nice girl. But so you can't later on when everything goes AWR, you can't, because I told you.
I wonder how many ladies.
Okay, but what if he wasn't what if he wasn't the right man? You know what I mean? And he was the one wrong.
Why is that my problem if he wasn't the right man for her? I ain't the right man for her either.
That's what I was gonna say. I wonder how many ladies, how many relationships,
Yes, he did.
Don't go anywhere
That happened. Them draws.
I was clapping the cheeks before he told me. Disclaimer. So it didn't make any sense for me to stop clapping the cheeks. I'm just saying.
You just said you wasn't gonna make her a serious lady.
Oh, you just
Exactly.
you can't.
And
I
she was
see what
cool.
you're saying.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
cool.
fine.
I mean,
That's
it's cool
fine.
if everybody cool with it, you
That's
know.
fine.
You know, I mean,
Yeah.
there
Never
wasn't
said
no,
he was going
it
to
was,
disregard her. Yeah,
and it wasn't nothing malicious. It wasn't like he was talking her down because he's like, yo, she cool people. She this and this and this. But just know, this what it was with us.
But she could have had a chance to have a new man and keep it a long-term relationship, though, right?
Well,
Except-
she can still have a chance. There's probably a trillion men in the world. She still have a trillion more chances.
Just not with you.
You know,
Just not with you.
There's plenty of fishes in the sea.
So you're
Oh,
saying
no.
it was because she dealt with your friend, or because you're saying she was a hoe?
I'm not sure if she was a toe or not, but I know my boy used to treat her like one. So
Okay.
there was no reason. There was no reason for me to put my hand around her, put the hand of the Lord around her, and bless her.
I be like, my girl.
So does that mean you
My
guys,
girl.
y'all didn't go out in public together? Y'all didn't, you know?
We went out in public before, but it wasn't that going out in public ain't a relationship.
Yeah, really.
No,
Go
not at
grabbing
all.
some food. Go grabbing some food. Go watching a movie because
So
you're.
you didn't mind
genuinely
being seen with her, but you just didn't want to.
Yeah,
because she was hot.
You just couldn't wife her because she dealt with your homie.
Crazy.
So like,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Crazy, I'm sure you know who I'm talking to, but you know she was cool. There was no reason for me not to for me to be like yo, and a normal guy that don't think like me to be like I don't care. Look at her. She's still bad. I don't care.
Did she know y'all were friends
no
before
reason
she
to stop the
started
action.
dealing with you?
I'm not sure if she knew or not, but I didn't ask her because I didn't feel like it was my place to ruin my cheeks.
So she never saw you with him then.
Who knows?
Yeah, see,
I'm gonna tell her.
I'm sure she saw you with him. She'd have known. She'd be like,
Hey, but
I'm
you
lying.
know,
I'm lying. One time she did ask me if he was my friend,
yeah,
but
she knew.
this was before he gave me the information.
Yeah.
So disclaimer: you my friend, and I'm trying to chick, and she ain't your girl, but she just a regular chick. And she asked me if we friends. Just disclaimer out there: I'm talking bad about you off the get. I don't mess with that N-word. That ain't my N-word. She be like,
Oh, wow.
They say you don't know them.
so she sent me a picture of me and the dude together. I like, oh, him.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, so
Yeah.
she
That
knew.
mic.
She
I thought you
knew.
were talking about a different mic.
Yeah, I thought you
oh,
were
they call him Mike. They call
Oh,
him
you
so
mean
and
Mike?
so.
Oh, you mean old boy Mike?
Yeah,
Oh,
call
word,
him
okay.
that. You call him something
You mean
different.
tall Mike? You talking about tall Mike, right?
That's
With
my
the
cousin
long
friend.
hair?
We ain't all that cool. We just in that picture. That's my cousin friend. You know, all the other pictures you see up there, he ain't that because his cousin, my cousin.
Wow.
But
So
we
you got-
ain't
so,
cousins.
But yeah, we ain't all that cool.
so how'd that come out after that?
She took it until when he told me that, hey, bruh, because that's how her doing her investigation was what got her caught up. Because he never saw me with her. When I asked him about her, he was like, oh, bro. Yeah. He started reminiscing, bro.
He started swinging like, oh yeah, that's funny, man. Oh yeah.
And he started telling you some stuff that you know. He like, oh man, bro, you
Ain't she
I'm
do?
like, my ninja.
And then he'd be like, oh, she do this little thing, man. You should ask her to do it.
I already did my ninja.
She done already showed it to me.
Oh boy. Hey, the world is cruel, man. The world is so cruel.
Show them talents, man.
The world's a bad place, boy.
What can I say? She's happily married with kids now. So hey, she found the right
Thank God
man.
thank God for her. Bless her
She
soul.
found the right
Bless
man.
her soul. Bless her heart. Thank God for her.
Short man is like, thank God for her. Lord
She could
Jesus.
peel a banana
Jesus.
real good, man.
Jesus, protect her,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Thank Jesus
Protect
for
her,
her.
Jesus, protect
We
her.
appreciate it. Oh man.
Yeah, man. So my rambling is over. What's y'all take, man? Ladies, gentlemen, give us y'all take on the whole thing, man.
I gave my answer already.
Nobody
T
did.
ain't we ain't got no answer from T and the up top crew.
I thought I already spoke on the issue.
We're talking about Jada and Will?
No, we
No.
already
We're
finished.
talking about the bucket situation, the bucket.
If you should you want to know your spouse's past, Man, just talking about man or women here, man hater. We're talking about spouse. Means that if you're a woman, we talk about the
I was
man
gonna
for
say I
you.
don't want to know because they all y'all are hoes.
That's so disrespectful.
Hey,
So disrespectful.
And there goes
I
the
feel
hating.
I
offended.
Yeah,
don't.
exactly.
I
Hey,
feel
Alive,
offended.
alive and well.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest. You
I
know,
feel
I just
offended.
honestly feel like men
me
have
too, Razor. Me
most
too.
men
Razor,
have
you offended?
a very very large
I
body
don't know
count.
why you
I'm about to
offended.
do like short man. It ain't real.
Especially those Jamaican men. But
Oh wait. I'm about to
Wait,
kick
wait,
you
wait,
out
wait a
right
minute,
now.
wait a
I'm
minute.
about to
They
Hold
kick
got
on.
to
you
light
out
these
right now.
comments
Hey,
up.
hey, put her out the show. Put her
Yeah,
out the show. Bring her back. Come on.
look, my internet about to act up
yeah.
again.
You ain't gotta worry about the internet. I'm about to kick you out now. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh my
No, but
gosh.
I don't want to know. I don't need to know your past. Now, if you've dealt with someone that I'm I'm close and friends with, yes, I do want to know that, but I don't need to know every single girl you done slept with and how the relationships went because honestly, nobody's gonna give you the true story behind it. Even if they tell you something, it's gonna be a half truth. No one's gonna really give you the full scenario. So I'd rather just see how that energy is between me and that person and go from there. That's why I typically date in private. A lot of people have a lot of stories, a lot of things. People change. You know what I mean? They might have dealt with them when, you know, 10 years ago. You know what I mean? I know I'm not the same woman I was 10 years ago. So I don't base it solely on someone's past. I base it on who they are in front of me and what kind of energy we got going on.
And we know
Listen,
females going,
hey,
hey, they gonna
the
hate
egg
right off
ain't
the
hatch,
bat.
it's still an egg.
Oh
And when,
Lord.
hey, and when the egg
It
hatch,
might be a
and when
chicken.
the egg hatch, it's a bird. Still the same thing.
I know a couple, I don't want to know the whole history. I wouldn't want to know the whole history of I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
No.
I don't want to know. I know a couple. I'll know a couple, the
Hey,
interesting
listen,
one.
I want a
Yeah.
10-page essay on it.
Essay on what? For real.
Y'all want a car facts. Y'all want a pum
Yeah, I
pum
want
facts.
well,
Hey,
me,
Reggie.
I don't want every detail, but if we stay in the same area, I do want to know. Because I don't want to be in a situation where I'm in the club, or not even club, just in an environment, because as we all know, I ain't been to a club in about 2-3 years now. But what inside of an environment, and the dude laughing at me, or the dude gossiping to his friends, or trying to make me feel less of a person because he been with you. And we all know in this community around here, that's small, they do that left and right.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Even
want to
if
be
you
cute.
didn't do nothing.
And I want to know, and I want to know to make that decision for myself. That's why I
Yeah.
want to know. I want to know
I
to be able to
understand
say,
that.
that's because you have dudes that want to know because they want to be able to prepare themselves for that type of situation. To know, yo, this is what I'm dealing with. I'm out, like my homeboy told me. I got a homeboy that said the same thing Denby told me. You can't change my mind about the chick. Only she can do that. So once she starts showing me that she a good person, I'm rocking with her. And until he's like, I'm holding her down, grabbing her hands in the club, like all them fools know that you can't get this no more. But once she make it look like they can get it no more, then she's off limits to me. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, my ego is very fragile.
How you do?
Very fragile. You don't want to see me Will Smith in these moments in the club. What up, Sean?
Hey, because I'm not gonna lie, if you go in the club with a girl, right, and every dude in there like saying, "Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?" Blah blah. I'm not.
How you been?
Yeah, you gonna feel something.
You
gonna feel
said
some
she
type
can't
of
be
way.
too popular.
They grab
She
No,
can't be
man,
popular.
She can't be too
Yeah.
do that
popular.
little
Okay.
sniff.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She can't be too
Even
popular. I
You
get
already
that.
know.
I mean, honestly, I mean, you
say she's only for if she. That's what most
Yeah.
dudes think. Short man is gonna give you the mature elder man's perspective.
listen.
But
I
as
mean,
a man,
elder man or not,
Mm.
you don't want no chick that everybody dealt with.
hey,
Elder
that's
man
the
or
point.
not.
That's what I was
Let's
about
just be
to say.
clear. Let's just be clear now.
But
If
deep inside, he gonna be a man and tell you who the F want what, as Mem Pleak would say.
Who the F want what?
I mean, the thing is, like T was saying, people change. If she's not carrying herself the way she used to, she's carrying herself different, and people can't just approach her like, hey, what's up, shorty? I remember you from, if people can't approach her like that anymore, then she's worth, giving her a shot. And it just depends. But it's not none of your friends. Obviously, your friends off limits, unless they want to wear a sweater.
No, God dang.
The friends, no.
Dang. These sound effects that's coming from that top corner of the screen.
Man is projecting very like.
I mean, I'm
very
giving my
hard.
perspective. Everybody's giving theirs, and I'm saying if a person has, is moving different, you give them a chance. If you feel like giving them a chance, you give them a chance. That's what you do. Fellas out there, if you see a young lady, she moving different. She used to be one way, now she moving different. Got herself together. Give her a chance. You never know.
Fellas, don't listen to this N-word. Don't let him set you out there for failure. Because most of us got fragile egos in the first place. You're gonna go out there with a bucket. She gonna go out there and you're gonna start feeling away. Then it's gonna lead to relationship problems. Then it's gonna lead to possibly domestic problems. Then it's gonna lead to one of y'all probably gonna go to jail.
He's a negative guy. I see it now. He's a negative guy. I see it now.
That's not negative.
I see it now. He's a negative guy. I see it now. He's a negative guy. I see it now.
Ladies,
I see what he was saying.
Ladies,
what you were saying earlier.
Ladies, I know the ladies got to understand me on this. If you know that
everything that could go wrong,
but when it's not everything that's go wrong. It's factual. Most dudes ain't built for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
As a man, you know that most dudes ain't built for that.
Most are not built for that.
So it's gonna cause issues.
If you was out there throwing that thing around, you need to have your new dude.
Like Sean said, egos are
where people don't
fragile. Men ego is a men ego.
All right, there, big up yourself. Make sure that you jump over to YouTube and K Hines. Make sure y'all jump over to YouTube and subscribe also. My bad.
Men ego are fragile.
Very.
Any little thing, and then it depends on what type of man he is, because you know that you got them silent crazy ones. That one of them say something out and they just the whole club is shut down because he just went off on everybody.
You don't want the crazy ones that don't say anything at the club and go home and try to squeeze you out.
Yeah, and you be like,
I proof my point for me.
He was at the club
point for me right there. So the dude gonna run into a relationship that because sometimes you do feel like you can mentally handle this stuff until your girl. You ever deal with a girl that garner a certain amount of attention? She ain't even doing nothing bad. She just walking the environment and everybody just on her, girls on her, dudes on her, and you start feeling like, I don't know, maybe if I ain't here, she'll be talking to one of these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, even we could look in the club. Don't we see fights all the time that happen in the club all the time?
All the time.
You know, and it's what the girl, you knew what you was dealing with, and you wanted to go and be around her and when she's doing her thing, man.
Every night I gotta prove my love.
I mean, we ain't just talking about women. That's what I'm saying.
Men too.
We have all witnessed.
Like I will say, I don't need to know his whole past, but if we're in an area with someone that he's dealt with, I do feel like that's only respect for him to give me that heads up.
Facts. Can't walk in there and you got nine dudes in the club done broke your back, and I'm in there over there. Yeah, babe. Rubbing my head up against your alopecia head.
So with that one though, I do agree that if you're going into a space where you with somebody that everybody kind of know, he or she's taking to a space, they'll let you know, hey, if we're going here, a couple people gonna know me, they're gonna holler at me, they're gonna say what's up. Some of them might act kind of super extra friendly. I used to run through here like differently still.
Is that how you explain this?
I used to trick or treat.
Hey,
that's how
that's like a real boss. Like a real boss explaining stuff.
She's like, I know a lot of people in this club, man. I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
Took a girl to Richmond one time, and while I was at the party, I had to let her know. Well, you thought it was just 775? Bitch, it was 804. I got to give it a ludicrous. I'm worried. Why? Act like I don't know.
Hey, Lola,
Look, I don't
Lola,
care
if you
walk
moving like a
into
boss, that's how you gotta
McDonald's.
tell her. You gotta tell it to her.
Yeah,
Like, you
I
can't tell
got
her
We
you.
like
don't
that.
even
You
have
can't tell
to
her
go
like
to
that.
club.
You know,
We can walk
you
into
gotta give it to her
McDonald's.
straight.
I already saw the mix that was about to happen, and I just played defense. I'm like, you thought it was 770, 404? I'm worried about
813, 306.
I don't know. You know?
Anything you do is gonna come to light, man. It's gonna
That's
come.
like the insurance company. You nationwide.
And she was upset about it. That was her choice to choose what she want. You know what she want to do. It is what it is. But I let you know. So now when I go in your environment and Billy, Tom, Dick, and Harry in there over in the corner looking at me talk about, I tear that. Give me the grace of letting me know. Let me make the decision just like I gave you the authority to make your decision on what you want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I said, they ain't gotta tell him like he used to bust it down, but we used to hang out, whatever. Just they gotta get
What kind of hang out?
Nah, I need to
What
know.
type of hanging out y'all
if
used to
he was
do?
busting it down.
bust down, hang out.
Netflix
I don't
and
care
chill.
about a
Down,
hangout.
okay.
I don't care about a
Tell
hangout.
me.
Bust down, hang out.
Who you busted down? Straight up. I need to know who you busted down. Don't have her in my face. We could be in McDonald's.
Area code.
I got
Listen, we could be in McDonald's and she could walk past. You better let me know. I used to tap that.
That's she gotta tell him. I mean,
She's gonna come greet you, T, like a.
Because that's how they do. You know what I mean? Like women are treacherous. Women are treacherous.
They like to say I had them first. They like to
Did
be
you
like,
get
I
my
was first.
paper? That's leading to the next topic. Perfect. That's a perfect. I want to send this to you. Perfect. Women like, hey, women
can be treacherous.
Relationships.
We really can.
Women try to pretend like men are the lies in relationships. Women are the biggest lies in relationships.
What?
Women are the biggest cheaters. Women are the biggest cheaters in relationships.
I don't know what
I don't have any stats on that.
I won't go in that direction.
No. It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
We already went over this before.
Listen. It's
Secretly,
true.
women be cheating at work. They be cheating at work, cheating with their friends, cheating with their ex dudes, and doing all kinds of stuff behind their back. You just don't know.
What do guys be doing? Guys be having chicks in the same apartment building, going upstairs and downstairs.
Or are they denying it?
Wow.
Yeah, they'll deny it. What are you talking about?
They'll
be sitting there in their boxer drawers talking about, what happened was
in different area.
Exactly.
Apartment numbers.
They're gonna do laundry upstairs all the time, right? They're gonna do laundry upstairs all the time.
What happened was I spilled something, so I knocked on this door and came in here and she was gonna wash my pants for me. Come on now, no. Guys will lie. They will lie, man.
You know why I know women are treacherous because
very treacherous.
They be texting the friend and
you really had this experience before.
Okay, but
had this experience before. And me and a couple of my other homeboys had this experience before.
In my defense, I gave both of y'all my number at the same time, and I said, "Best man win."
Neither one of y'all are my man.
Good job, Lola. Good job.
No, but hey,
not when she want to come with both.
Lola, that's the problem.
I'm trying to see which one of y'all gonna give me 2 minutes instead of a minute.
The problem is,
hey, first of all, back then we were a little windier than we are now. So,
well, look, see, that's what happened. That's why y'all don't know who the baby daddy is, because y'all getting the club shot up at the same time.
Hold on, man. And I know who the baby daddy is.
That's why y'all don't know.
You went too far.
Y'all letting the club get shot up 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 o'clock at night. Come on, man. And you trying to figure out, well, who is it? Come on.
So
no.
Hold on. Y'all men be having 3 different babies all 1 month apart.
You don't
3 different babies all 1 month apart. All your kids is 3, and they all got different mamas.
Shut them out.
What you talking about?
At least
What
he
you
ain't
talking about,
at least he
short
ain't
man?
debating the fraternity.
They like Irish
short
twins.
man?
Irish
Whatever.
twins, mama.
Hey, no, wait, hey, short man, whatever. All we know is daddy's baby, mommy's baby, daddy's maybe.
Uh-uh.
Nah, but
I got to sit here and
women-
take care of you while you're pregnant. Nah, not happening.
women-
I'll wait till it comes.
Razor, you better go
He
get
wait
that.
for the paternity test.
Like,
You better be at that doctor's appointment.
No,
You
no,
know your child
no,
gonna be
no,
born and ask you
no,
why
not
you
going.
at that
Tell
doctor's
me-
appointment.
The moment you tell me there's a possibility that this kid ain't mine,
not going.
that's the moment that I'm not doing
So,
nothing
Lola,
until there's a
so
possibility.
That's
Both of them
exactly why she
in
don't
her
tell
hand.
you.
Now she ain't gonna tell you nothing.
That's exactly why she don't tell
No,
you.
You don't gotta tell
doctors.
me nothing after that, cause we done.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that's why she's not gonna tell you it's a possibility.
Exactly.
But what she gonna
already
do?
know
So
what
what
you
she
gonna
gonna?
do,
So what?
and
So
then
let
you
me.
gonna call her
so-
treacherous
so-
because
so-
she made a good decision for herself.
She
So
made a
ladies,
bad decision for herself. Go what happened
She
when the
put-
baby come
hey,
out as
so-
not
so-
being
so-
mine?
Darlene said put the
So
woman
What
what
happened when
first.
the baby
so.
come out as not being mine? Cause I'm still gonna leave.
So what? So
Well,
what
She
she want?
still had
At
to
least you got
support
a couple
the
of
whole
months out
pregnancy.
you.
Hey,
So what she want? So
hey,
what she? So
and how does that help her little bastard child?
Here's how they play it. Here's how they play it.
Razor,
Here's how they play it. Sean, they
So-
tell
so
they
what
tell
you
both men.
Razor.
They tell both
I knew
men
it was
that
yours,
the baby is
Razor.
dead.
You
No,
see the
it ain't
nose,
mine.
the light skin.
It
He
ain't
was a
mine.
little bit too.
It ain't mine. Look,
You know,
what she want to do?
Razor, he
Have
got
two
the
dudes? She
same
want to
big
have two?
toe.
Lola,
Y'all got the
Lola,
same
you
big
tell
toe.
both men the baby is theirs, and then when you go to get the ultrasound, you take one guy with you, then you come back, you show the other guy the picture. Come on, man.
Yeah, you know.
Wait.
Like,
You know what that's
too slick
called?
what am I
sometimes.
You know what
supposed to
that's
do?
called, short man?
What?
Living and loving life.
Exactly.
No, that ain't what that's called. Hey, that's
Touche.
called. Nah,
That's a
that
touche
ain't
on that
what
one.
that's called. That's called jeopardizing your mother in life. That's what that's called.
It's called playing with your future.
Yeah, that's playing with your mother in life. That's what that's called.
Oh my goodness.
Cause hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, everybody
Oh,
out there in
man.
Facebook world, please share this with your
I check my heart. Hold on.
social media platform. Share it with your friends.
Where's
Hit
my
like,
pulse oximeter at?
jump in the comment section and turn the comments
Woo.
on fire. We want about 1,000 comments tonight. We want about 1,000 comments tonight. Let's go.
Hey, that baby ain't mine. It ain't.
Baby,
I'm breathing good, y'all. I'm at 100%.
Man. Oh, I don't
Like
know.
Lola says, the Hunger Games.
We
Okay.
need intermission, y'all.
Yeah. You need to tell the truth.
That
Face
escalated
ad.
very quickly.
It's the Hunger
Ads.
Games. Hey, let me see what come out.
So
Who you look like? Okay,
let's
put him on him.
I'm OJ, big up yourself. I'm fully aware. We had this conversation a lot. Women are way more treacherous in my eyes than men's are, because y'all are able to hide your thoughts of being with another person and stay in the same relationship. Guys, it's difficult for guys to do that.
Cause we're better at it. We're treacherous. Not
That's
me.
very much so.
Wait, hold on. Not me.
Hey,
Okay, let's just put that disclaimer.
Let's just put that out there. Not me or Lola.
I hope
It's
y'all
just
mans is watching this, mans.
We are better.
Because I'm gonna come back next week and say
We're saying the women's nieces are better at it.
I already told you.
Not
They
you
are.
guys. Not you
You
guys.
gotta be
specifically.
honest up
Women's
front.
nieces.
Ain't that what you said? So if I tell y'all that I'm giving both of y'all my number, then that's fair.
It's a
that's
possibility.
fair game. But
Y'all
the
gonna
problem
take it
is
anyway.
the problem is they not gonna do that.
Oh, just
You
me.
know, and then at the end of the day, you have a conversation, because you can't play us, because we don't care. She texting, we in the same car, and this happened to me multiple times. We in the same
She's
car.
both of y'all the same messages.
Nah,
Both
not
y'all
even
the
that.
same news.
She got mad at Razor, and now I'm already made plans already. Now you want me to cancel my plan, and I'm like, nah, play girl. Now you mad at me. She mad at
How you mad at me and I was the backup?
Exactly. Now you mad because
Just copy and paste the message. Copy and paste.
and then next time around, we ain't even told the broad now. We just kept playing the game like she don't know. We just laughing at her. Why she thinks she laughing at us? We laughing at her.
She like, yeah, I got both of these and they friends and da. And y'all
Go.
just over there
Go
like,
for
oh, it's
them,
your turn
they
today.
don't
All right,
know.
I'll hit you up later.
I remember back in the day before Monster was a family man. Same scenario happened to us. Shorty was on both of us. Shorty was hitting Monster up, hitting me up. Yo, it was like she was spontaneously hitting us up at the same time. You'd be like, oops. He'd be like, oh, Shorty takes you. I'd be like, no, yep.
He didn't even wait or
She,
hide
she,
or
was
nothing.
playing
Jeez.
herself then. She was playing herself.
Yo, it is what it is with them. Mel
But-
R,
but-
big up
yeah,
yourself,
but-
Mel R.
She was weighing her options.
But that's
Hey.
how they do all the time. And
She was
act
keeping
like
her
they
options
doing
open.
Nothing. And them options is open, especially with technology, them DMs.
You know what it is
She
though.
got
She
about
wants.
a million people now. Like, who should I pick today to take me out?
Spin the wheel.
She wanted to make sure that she was gonna win.
It's like, hey,
She said, "But if it's
Wheel of
heads or
Fortune.
tails, she winning.
Yeah,
Don't matter. Heads or tails, she winning."
It's called Dicks of Fortune.
Hey, you just gotta be like, hey, so you coming home with me afterwards? And she be like, no, yeah, dinner. You pay for your own meal.
Hey, just playing like the price is right with the price is right.
She's saying she's a winner regardless.
The price is right. If
She
the
trying
price
to win.
is right.
She trying to win some pinus.
Exactly,
Yo.
Britt. Exactly.
Yo.
Exactly.
Hey, it is what it is, yo. I ain't mad at you.
She playing
Who
3
answer
card money. She
first?
picking all three options. She just said, "I'm picking all these. She winning regardless.
Like,
She don't care."
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yep.
What?
He's for lunch. Oh, he likes to go to nice places. So I'm gonna go with him because he likes to go nice places. The other one, he always want to take me to, I mean, it's cool, but sometimes I want to dress up.
Right,
So, I know he's gonna dress up with me and we're gonna go out to a fancy restaurant. The other one, I gotta put my sneakers on. He might want to walk somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Not me though.
Who hold
the other ones?
Ladies, hey, everybody out there, YouTube land, Facebook world, please hit like, please share out there to your social media platforms, to your friends, to your side chicks, your side girls, to your ops, to your mama, your mommy-in-law, your father-in-law,
I know
your
y'all
baby
know
mamas,
people too.
your baby mama,
Text
new
somebody
man.
right now.
Just share it out with everybody. Just let everybody come up here and have this conversation.
Dile a tu tía, tu tío, tu mamá, tu papá, tu sobrino, tu sobrina.
Sí,
Everybody.
Sí.
Understood.
Pantalones.
Pantalones. Yes. Pants. Hey, who controls the peace in the relationship? Stereotypically. Who would y'all say control the peace?
Stereotypically?
Yeah.
Us.
The woman.
Us.
It could be either a good day or a bad day, depending on how she get up.
Mm.
It can go south quick.
Wait, out.
Yes.
Why you had to say that, short man?
I'm a admit it. I'm a admit it. I don't know if I'm gonna.
Shay, my dupes, what's good with you?
I don't know if I'm gonna wake up on the right or the left.
Listen.
Shay, you got your notepad ready?
It's women.
It's women.
You missed with a note, Shay. You missed with a note.
We training them tonight. We training them.
Here's one for you, Shay. I got one for you. Let me repeat one for you. If you got two men and you don't know which one is the baby, is the baby's father, and you go get the ultrasound, take one with you to the ultrasound and get the picture and show it the next one you get back. That way you don't get in trouble. I'm just saying, I'm trying to help you out. Put that in your notebook.
If you the man and the girl do that to you, go ahead and tell her to bring it back to the N-word that was with her at the ultrasound.
That's right. You want to know how come I didn't get an invite? How come I didn't get an invite?
Dirty games, bro.
Yeah, bring that back to that N-word that was with you at the ultra.
Yeah,
you gotta tell them is
us women control the peace and the us. It's us.
Stereotypically.
Stereotypically, yes, it's us.
I think women know how to make
how to get a rise out of her man.
Yeah, they know and they know exactly how to do it because who know you better than your woman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know exactly.
Not the side piece.
Like how y'all was saying about Jada, like you can calm your man with a look.
Yeah.
Or you can rile him up.
Once that fool got up, if Jada locked her foot around him and said, "What you doing, fool?" Yeah, he would have sat
right there.
Look, he would have got up and act like he was straightening his and sat right down.
He'd be like this.
Hey, all she had to do was say, "Puppet master, sit your tail down, man. What you doing?"
Because that's what any woman do who care about her man.
Facts.
About to go mess the money up.
Yeah, no,
No.
we can
You
mess
about
the
to
money
have
in.
to pay all these lawyers. We about to get
Exactly.
sued. We about to lose a
And then you
whole
will
bunch
make
of
my
stuff.
bank
You
account
might go
short.
to jail
You
behind
gonna
it.
make my bank account short, and you ain't gonna be able to give me my oxtails because we gotta wait until the paychecks
Take
clear.
no Shay. No oxtail if you
You
mess up.
can't get that oxtail every Sunday. It's not
Exactly.
Sunday
No,
dinner.
we not. Like we gonna sit you gonna sit down and we gonna handle this after. After.
I ain't gonna
When
tell
we
y'all
handle
no
it after, I
lies.
want you to tear them up.
I ain't gonna tell you no lie. If Rock had said something about Coco, I probably would have had to slap him. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Right?
Oh, jeez. He's in love with the
Go. It's been a while since I showed my boo picture, huh? Nah, I just showed it last week. But here she go again.
Oh, jeez.
Where the new outfit at?
Hey, first of all, mind your gut, man. Man, don't
Hey,
yo.
his ego is
Yeah, don't play with me.
I see.
Hey, you lucky you ain't in the. You lucky you ain't in the building. Hey, Lola, he lucky he ain't in the building because you already know what would have happened.
I see.
He was gonna walk that mile on you.
Yo,
I see Coco.
but we do control the piece because we know how to turn on, turn off, make him hype, get him to do things that he ain't never think he could do before. We can get him angry, we can get him sad, we can do everything to our man. Anything and anything. If we devastated and we crying and somebody hurt us, our man will be like, who did it? What's up? What's going on? What happened? What happened? That's the first thing, and they're already getting hyped. Even without you even telling them what happened, they're already on go mode. Like, what's going on? What's going on? What happened? What happened? It's already a go. And you be like, no, calm down. I was just frustrated because at my job, they was trying to tell me that,
Hey,
and that's,
Not only is Jada a Virgo, she a devil.
Hey, all she need is two horns, man.
Yeah, and she probably got him.
He had two horns already. August or somebody else.
Yeah.
Mark Anthony, August.
Hey, so I got a question for y'all. So, hey, YouTube land, Facebook world, please go ahead and hit like, share up on the social media platform, get everybody in here to talk. We gonna talk about this splitting the bills fiasco. Let's get to it. Are we in agreement that the man, Lola sent me this video the other day. Me and Lola had this conversation before, but she sent me this video the other day with Steve Harvey saying the man should pay most of the bill in the house because
I've seen him.
So are we in agreement that the man should pay most of the bills in the house?
No, I'm in agreement with you should do whatever works best for y'all.
I was gonna say, depending on who makes the money, like that may vary.
Yeah. It's not a one size fit all scenario.
It's not a one size.
It's not a one size fit, but society is deeming
They're trying to make the size fit.
Yeah,
they be squeezing their foot in them shoes like Cinderella.
Yeah, they be like, yo, this is a size 4, and I wear a size 21. I'm fitting this.
And so you get a guy that can't afford to pay all the bills. What you gonna do? Poor guy can't pay all the bills. What then?
Talk bad about him to her friends.
Overwork.
Modern women don't want to pay bills nowadays, man.
Nobody in the world want to pay bills.
Who wants to pay bills?
What I'm saying.
I know what you mean, Ray.
You put it on the man for him to pay 80% of the bill, and you pay 10%. Like if something happens to that man, what you gonna be homeless?
I got a question though. I'm gonna ask you a question. You guys,
what she's gonna do is be leaveless. She leaving you.
Hey, Sean, let me call them out. I'm gonna call ladies out. Seriously.
Go ahead.
If y'all 99% of the problem, why I gotta pay 99% of the bills? Come on, man. Wait a minute. Somebody tell me what's going on. You guys are 99.9% of the problem based on what my guy said in the comments. Why am I paying 99% of the bills?
No.
Pick up yourself.
He said Jada.
Hold on. I was about to say, because when it comes to that 5,
Jada, my bad.
When it comes to that 5, short man, I think you 99% of the problem.
Oh, did he start sweating?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Whenever
Yes,
y'all
he
do that, I start sweating. Whenever y'all come to me, I start sweating. I have to
Look, man.
sweat. I don't have a choice but to sweat.
I don't see the logic in that as a man. That like
Society did it. Society did
when
it
you
to
come
everybody,
to it
man. I mean,
when
that's
you
what it
already
is.
dealing with a man that pays his own bill already. What's the satisfaction in me having you come be a part of my life with me paying 80% of our bills?
I was gonna say if
What's the logic in that?
if y'all are doing it together, like why is it even
Yeah,
separated like that?
is.
they don't want to. You know, it's the thing nowadays where they don't want to work anymore. You know what I mean? They just want you
Yeah,
to
I
be
don't want
there
to work.
doing
Me neither.
whatever.
I don't
And
want to work.
And I think
but you know you don't want to work, but you don't want to. You know, average woman want a man that's making all this money. But with a man that's making all this money, it's gonna come with a lot of
Have like
problems.
It's gonna come with a lot of sharing.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I don't. I
You
don't.
don't want to settle for the middle, for the man that's in the middle and be like,
you know
hey,
what you
let's
gotta do,
work, let's
fellas.
work,
Fellas,
let's work,
Sharon is Karen.
find a lady
together.
for yourself. That want to meet you halfway. That want to get in on it with you, and she want to contribute as well. She want to give. She want to put in on it with you. Find a lady like that.
But
Otherwise,
that's the problem. That's hard to find nowadays to
they
find a
hard to
lady
Well,
that
find.
it
that,
is
that
hard
she
because,
want that she
especially with
want to do
messages
that
that
with.
and it's
They not a dime a dozen. That's for
They
sure.
definitely ain't.
and it's
Like I seen a chick claiming that she don't need she would never have a conversation with a man about going half on the bill because she don't need a man. So why the hell do I need to pay half of your bills then if you don't need me to do that? Where's the sense in that?
Yeah, make that make sense.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
Like how like and she just like
So adamant.
about it. She posted like I realized she posted like periodically on Facebook because I tell Razor this, I realized that and no disrespect, but no disrespect, but disrespect.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No
sorry, but
disrespect,
not
but
sorry.
No
Basically,
this.
I was
no
confused.
disrespect,
When
but
people say
disrespect.
respectfully, they ain't
Yeah.
respecting you.
But that's why I gotta let them know. No disrespect, but disrespect, but no disrespect, but disrespect. They get a little job, start feeling themselves. They get a little job that's paying them decent, start feeling themselves, start feeling like they're independent, start feeling like they don't need nobody to do nothing for them, not realizing that job only has a limited amount of independence. Because once you start elevating in life, if that job isn't elevating with you, you're stuck. And
stuck
now
like
you
Chuck.
can't come to a dude that can manage his own stuff, that don't need a helping hand. I don't need you to help me. I don't need to help. I don't need for you to be a part of how I live. And then tell him that, well, I just want to pay for when we go on vacation.
I want to do that.
Lola, if you
What's
don't,
Me
wrong
too.
with that?
Lola, if you don't shut your
What is wrong with that?
But
I
in
mean,
my
because if you got
you
everything,
ain't gonna
why?
never hear me
right,
say
well,
I
hey,
don't need
if I
nobody.
got so exactly, if I got everything, why I want to give it to you? What's the
Right,
sense in that?
you ain't gonna never hear me say nothing like that. I need
Yeah.
you, boo. I need you.
What's
Okay,
the sense?
you in my eyes.
My
I'm talking to
husband,
you. I
okay?
What's
need
the
you.
sense in me having all of my stuff already?
Yeah, and
You
that's the
coming
problem.
along
Like
and me
maybe.
taking care of 80% of not my stuff, our stuff.
Mhm.
What's the sense in that?
But part of the problem is the people. The people, when I say people, I mean women. The women who be saying like, "Oh, they want the man to do all of this and all of that." They already don't got nothing.
I was gonna
So
say
you gonna
that.
bring your nothing to the man that got something, and then you still want everything. That don't
Yeah,
make sense.
and that's what's gonna be my closing. That you don't want to pay half, but when you leave and you want half. How does that like
Because that's the
I can't the sense in that
that's
does I
like
just can't help to make
Well,
I'm
that
trying to
remind
get
me
it
of.
to make sense, but it just not.
I think it comes from women who do maintain their own household solely on their own, and then the men come and they be scum buckets. You know what I mean? Like that's why they say I don't
Yeah, but
need you for the
what
But
house.
about
with
the?
I
messages,
got.
but
No,
with
If I'm
messages
not
already
being
taking
put
necessarily.
care of
out,
my
Not
bills, why do I
necessarily.
need? Why do I
No,
need a
not.
man who's gonna run around and be a slut? You know what I mean?
Jesus.
I don't
Man,
even know how we
shut up.
got to. I don't even know how we got to slut from straight
Jesus.
but
potatoes
I
to
think
slut.
it's
Wait a
But
minute.
even
She
if
surprised
Because
me. I mean,
I'm saying why women, why independent women say they don't need a man. I don't believe they don't completely
want
need a
nobody to
man
call
in
me
their
that. Don't
life.
call me no independent.
I
Don't
don't
call me no
think
strong.
that they
Help
you
me.
know, they taking care of their own, so
Please.
Me.
they don't need
Please.
you to pay their bills. So if you're gonna come correct. I think that's what it means.
Listen,
Papa, I love you.
have y'all ever heard a man say, "I've never in the history of niggerdom, on social media, in real life, or on a comic show or nothing, hear a man say, I don't need no woman for nothing. I'm independent."
But but you're not gonna hear that because society deems men as a provider
I'm
automatically.
depending on you.
Exactly, but not
I'm
even only that.
dependent.
Men are smart enough to know that we do need women.
Dependent
Yeah.
on you.
Listen,
No, no, no
it-
matter,
I
no
mean,
matter how
women,
much,
women
no
know,
matter
women
how
know. I
much he
mean,
makes.
as a man, hold on.
unless they studying,
This ain't my
and
battle.
going that other way. You know
Listen,
what I mean?
listen, this battle of the sexes, but I ain't part of this.
I think every woman knows
Not this
what they
section.
mean. I think what they mean by I don't need, meaning they don't have to bend over backwards and accept everything from a man. They're
They mean
not
they
in
ain't gonna be
that
his
kind
piece.
of
That's what
need.
they mean. They're not gonna be his
That
piece.
don't mean
That's what it means.
that don't
Ain't gonna be
mean
my
They're not gonna
that
be
piece.
his
doesn't
piece.
wait, let's get it straight. It does not mean that I don't want a man or I don't would like to have a man. It means I am taking care of my own. I am providing for myself. I don't need you to come into this situation because of desperation. I need you to come because I want you. It's a want.
You know what that
Okay,
mean, fellas?
that's what they
You can't
mean.
go tell a cook
I'm
some food.
with
She's gonna be
you.
like, I don't
I'm
need a
with you
man, so I ain't
because
gonna
I
cook no food
want
for
you.
you.
I'm
No,
not
That's what that
wanting
means.
you. No, that's not what it means. That's not what it means.
That's what it means.
That is not what it
when,
means. It
when
You
means
it,
that
can't ask
I'm
her
doing
for nothing.
everything. No, that means I'm doing everything on my own to maintain this household. So don't come to me unless you come in correct. That's what it means. It doesn't mean we
no,
don't
that
like
Likely
men.
no,
story. Likely story. I don't
I
know.
don't need a man.
she's
I
coming.
don't think that's what it means at all.
No, no,
That's
I don't
exactly
think
I
what
so
it
don't think
either.
means.
that's what
That's
it means at
exactly
all.
what it
I
means.
think that's a
That's
good spin.
exactly what it
That's a
means.
good
When I see
spin.
women post like you know, like you said last week, even though I realized that Sharp Man read the wrong definition, because when I went back after somebody schooled me to it, we're gonna get to that at the end of the show though. After I went back and read it for myself, after the person screenshotted and sent it to me, I realized that Sharp Man read the definition of a single parent, not a single woman. But
Well, yeah,
Same thing.
parent meaning both sides of the story.
right.
Yeah, it's the
So hold
same
on.
thing.
But back to what I was saying. When I see a woman put on the, I don't need a man for nothing. I can do it all by myself. I'm taking you at your word for it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna read between lines. I'm not gonna think that you
We're
mean
talking
that,
about a
hey,
household.
come correct, because if you already got your hands out of the poo poo water, you already know the man coming correct already. So you don't gotta worry about that. So
Yeah.
you shouldn't be as a independent women knowing the type of caliber. That's my, y'all go check out my boo new single. Get on my caliber, my boo Coco new single. That's caliber. Yeah. So Lola, you a hater. Jesus Christ.
I didn't even say nothing.
So when you say that, I don't need to read in between lines if what you mean by
I mean, because that's how
to this point.
society thinks. Society thinks that that you have to look back where it stemmed from. Where it stemmed from was independence came when women were starting to do things on their own. It doesn't mean that every woman that's independent hates men and doesn't want men. Most independent women love
That's
men.
not what I
They're
said.
just not.
No,
I'm
what I
going back.
said
I'm
was,
going back.
what
Okay,
I said
maybe I'm
was the
long-winded.
women.
I'm being
What? No,
long-winded. So let me get to my point.
what
Because
I
I was
said
being
was the women
long-winded.
that says that they don't need a man. I
I
ain't
was
talking
about
about
to.
women that
I was
just
about to.
independent.
I was
I'm
about
talking
to
about the
get.
ones that specifically says I
I was
don't
about
need
to
a
get
man. That's what
to
I'm talking
that
about.
point. I was about to get to that point. I was being long-winded. Okay, so a lot of men believe that women need a man to take care of their bills, to do everything to run a household. You know what I mean? A lot of women are after men because they got money and they need to come save them. And that's not the case. When women are saying we don't need you out of desperation. We want you.
So
That's what
it's
that
a single
term
moms.
came
It's a
from.
single moms then.
It came through that. Okay.
No, when
It
the
came from
independent,
that. I'm not coming for a
Dre,
man
big up
because
yourself, Dre.
I need a man. I
Hi,
don't need a man
Papa.
to complete my household. I'm coming for a man
Dre,
because I want a man. And that's what
Agreed.
that means.
Well, you got to say what you mean and mean what you say. I don't want to
It
read.
depends on your
I
perception
don't want.
on how you.
No, it's not. I'm not. I don't. I'm not here for perceptions. I'm here for you to tell me
I
what
didn't
you
make.
want.
I didn't make this law. You know what I mean?
Well, you going by it.
Law.
So you
I
going by
understand.
that law.
I understand that.
I
That's
don't
why.
understand it. If you want a man, say you want a man. If you don't want one, when you say that, that's
T,
what I'm thinking.
A bunch of chicks messed it up
Okay,
for
that's
you.
the
I'm
first-
sorry.
that's
A
the
bunch of
first-
chicks messed it
that's
up for you,
the
T.
And
A bunch
then
of ladies
on
messed it
top
up
of
for you.
that,
A bunch of men messed it up for y'all, and that's why y'all
No,
had
No.
a bunch of scumbags men messed it up for y'all.
Y'all
And that's why
sound
these
good. That
women-
was like
I
a
ain't
chorus.
pooping on it in a long time. Poo poo on that.
Hey.
Poo poo on that. I haven't done that in a long time. Poo poo on that. Thank you for bringing it back. Poo poo on that.
it's a lot of
There you go.
Look,
Poo poo on that again.
a man is in that poo-poo suit.
it's
man
a
is
lot
in
of
a
men
poo-poo.
with that message. Like I remember that video, I was watching it, and most of those men agreed that it was yes, a man's supposed to do everything. We supposed to provide, and I don't understand where these new men came from and all these things. And I'm like,
Came from our mama. That's where we came from. Out of here, but we supposed to provide what?
And that's what most women listen to.
Exactly.
That type of men.
They
I
listen,
think
Exactly.
the problem
they listen
is
to a
people
ninja
try to
that been married
protect.
7 times, trying to
Yeah.
tell you how to keep a woman, and he been married 7 times.
Exactly.
People
FOH,
should not
N-word.
project
FOH.
the way that they live their life on other people. If that's
Exactly.
what you want to do,
And
cool.
And then you talking about some rich ninjas in the first place. That money ain't an object to them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Clowns out there that's telling
Exactly.
man.
So then he
no,
over
You
here
got
working
a guy that's barely making
that-
50 an
that-
hour.
yeah.
trying to pay all the bills.
yeah,
$50,000 a year. That's the average that a man is
but
making.
that's good money for
Yeah.
an average man. That's actually excellent money for an average man. Most
But you
men
can't
ain't
take
making
care
no
of a woman,
27.
pay all the bills for a
25,
woman with that
27.
kind of money still. You
Yeah.
still can't do
Yeah.
it.
Most
You
men
can't
ain't
do it.
making over 25, 27. So when you find a man that's making 50, 60, 70, 80 to 100, you in a different league with that then. So, but even then and still, you can't be putting all that pressure on that man to pay 80% of the bills for you. That doesn't make any sense. And then when you want to leave, you want half of the supply when you go. It's like I'm there with the connect. Brought the connect to the homies. Brought 90% of the money, and then when we about to leave, they want us to split it up 50-50. We all take 50-50, please. I found
Not with the
I
connect.
brought most of the money, and you still want me to split it up 50-50? Nah, it don't work like that.
It don't.
But you know what? A lot of women, even back in the day, because I hear a lot of women talk about traditional men.
I'll beat them with
back
this
in-
razor. Beat them.
traditional
fuck
man, traditional man back in the day. But what they don't understand is that their women help them a lot. They're sometimes they're part of the reason why the man is where they are,
Successful.
because they're contributing.
And they ain't willing to do what those women was doing.
Yeah.
I see a chick on Facebook talking about she ain't washing no N-word clothes because that's husband duty. Bruh, you ain't washing the clothes. You putting it in the washer and the dryer. You ain't doing nothing. All you doing is this.
Hey,
What are you
Sean,
doing?
You know what they need to do? They need to go back to the island
But he
when
could
they
be
gotta wash
doing
my
that. He
hands.
could be doing that. No, that's right.
And they're gonna
That's
be like,
right.
oh,
You
I
gotta
don't see no,
I'm a
I don't
cook,
see
I'm a
no, I don't
clean.
see no ring on the finger. But
Yeah,
if you
I ain't
ain't showing me
watching
what you're
no
capable of doing, I
Don't
don't.
ask me to wash your car.
Razor. What happened if she can't cook? If she
If
can't
she-
clean?
Listen, man, get out of here.
There go my baby. There go my baby.
Hey, short woman,
There
what's
go
going
my
on?
baby.
You know, don't ask me.
I need
don't
you too,
ask me to
mommy. I
wash
love
your
you. I
car.
need you too.
Look, exactly.
I need you too, love. I love you, mommy. I need you
need
too.
my papa.
We're not having fun, but
Don't
I
ask
need
me to
you.
wash your car. Don't ask me to take your
Oh, man, I was about
nappy
to say,
head
you know
son.
what she needs?
Look,
I know, right?
don't ask me to take your nappy head son
My
to the
boo,
barber
she
because that's
won't.
husband material stuff. I don't see no ring on my finger. Don't
Wait,
ask me to wash your car.
Wait, what you say?
Don't ask me where you can go to get the cheapest tire.
I ain't
That's
changing no.
husband material stuff.
Yeah.
Don't ask
Who's
me.
going to find the
Yeah.
tire?
Look, exactly. Don't ask me where you could go to get your oil change the cheapest because that's husband material stuff. I don't see no ring on my finger, so I ain't answering none of them questions. How they don't want to do the stuff that
Lola said
they
he gone too
compare
far now.
themselves to back then but not
Yeah.
willing to do the stuff that those
Oh,
women
you.
were doing.
This is a family show. You
But
should
hold
be able
on,
to
hold
push
on.
like that, Sean.
Let's get it. Hold on, Sean.
I had to
Let's
kick in.
be
You know,
honest
I'm
now.
war ready. I'm war
Let's
ready.
be honest now. Back then, those women were married. You know what I mean? What women are saying is you're not supposed to sit around and do all this stuff for a man, and he's
How you
not
think
even
they got married?
progressing, and he's
Exactly.
not even progressing to be your husband.
Yeah. How you think they got married though? What? She
What?
wasn't. How you think they got
Easy.
married?
Easy. How you think all these
You gotta
women who've
prove
been
yourself.
with men?
You gotta
No.
prove
How do you
yourself
say
that you're marriage
no?
material.
There are women who have
Exactly.
been with men. There are women who have been with men for 10
You gotta
plus
find
years.
your own tires.
That's those women.
10 plus
Because
years.
obviously he ain't thought you was marriage material. I know.
But he's
I know
sitting there
dudes
with
that
you, living with
I
you,
know
doing
dudes that
everything,
been with.
having
I know
kids.
dudes that met a
That
girl
don't
for
even
4
make
months and
sense.
married her.
Exactly.
So that means he thought that you weren't
I
marriage
bet you she ain't
material.
had to wash his no clothes and no dad. No, that don't mean you not marriage material.
Well,
If
you
you've been
ain't
with a
marriage
man for
material
10
to
plus
him.
years
That's
and
exactly
you
what
doing
it
everything
means.
with it, okay.
It means
Okay.
that to him.
Okay, or it means that he's all actually comfortable in the situation, and why does he need to go forward with marrying
First of
you
all,
if
see,
you doing
let me
everything that a
explain
wife is
something to you
already
because
supposed to do?
I
Whoa, so you
realize.
saying you penalizing him?
Hold on,
Wait a minute.
Sean.
No, I'm
Whoa.
not
Let me
saying that.
explain
I'm
something real
saying
quick.
I
Let me
said
explain something
I
real quick to
clearly
you.
said
Let me
that
explain
there
something
are
real quick
men.
to you.
I ain't say you.
Listen up, man.
There
Listen
are
up.
men.
Hello, guys don't care about getting married. Okay, we don't give a f about getting married. We do that for y'all, singly for you. So if a dude don't marry you, it's not because he feel comfortable. It's because he feel like I don't want to do that for you.
Okay, if you say so.
That I am saying so. That's what it
Okay, if you
is.
say so.
Don't no man
If you say
care
so.
about getting married,
If you
except
say
for
so.
exceptions to the rules, of
It's
course.
There
exceptions.
are men that
More-
there are
but
men
man-
that
Yeah,
there are men
exceptions.
who
exactly. I just said
They
definitely
do
want
it.
to
They
get
do it for
married.
your
Anyway,
happen.
Yeah.
but no man really care about getting married. That's not on our top agenda.
Okay.
Like, yo, you know what? I want to get $1 million. I want to get married.
I
that.
beg
They
to
don't.
differ. There
They
are
don't.
men who definitely want to get married.
All right, well,
Sean. You may not, but
because
there are definitely
you a
men.
man hater, you know more about man than I do.
No. If I was a man hater, I'd be agreeing with you. I'm actually
Yeah.
standing up for men
Exactly. So you can't tell me about
who
men.
actually want a wife and kids. Like that's part of life.
But
Like
but
there are
you're
men who want that.
contradicting what you're
So
saying.
do you know if they want a
What
wife
I
and
said,
kids,
what I
or
said
maybe
was,
they're in a
what I said
relationship
was
and they
a
want to
man.
complete
Okay.
that journey for you, so they go ahead and do it.
I'm not saying me
Most men
personally,
are not
but what I'm saying
jumping out
is
the window to go get married.
there are men
And
who,
I just
if a
said that.
woman
And then
gives
you'll be
him,
repeating what I said because I said there's exceptions to it. But most men don't want it. Most men don't
So
care about
don't we
getting married.
think it depends on the age of the man,
say
though?
that. I
Seriously.
wasn't
No,
even
I
gonna
don't
say
think it
that.
depends on the age of the man
Yeah,
because
you
I
don't
know
think so?
guys.
Yeah,
I know
I think
guys
it
right
just
now
depends
with
on
money.
the man.
I know guys right now with
just-
money. I know
it just
guys right now
depends
that
on the
don't have
man.
money. I know guys that in between and they don't care about getting married.
And
They'll
I know
get
men
married for the
in all of
girl.
those
They
categories
get
who do
married for the
care.
lady because they want her to be happy. But talking to a man is
There's
not
men who
looking
actually
forward to go
have
get
that.
married.
There are men who want to look forward to get married. I have 3 brothers who all want that. You know what I mean? I know men who want that. There are men who want that. My point was, if a woman gives a man a house, babies, everything, and they've been together for years and she's playing house, then that can what is his initiative to move forward and get married if he's already got everything that comes with the marriage?
Man, please. And that's the thinking that's gonna sit you in a corner with
It
that
ain't
same
gonna sit
type
me
of
in a
thinking
corner.
with
It
nothing
ain't gonna
else.
sit me in no corner.
Because I don't know how you come up with that thinking of if you're playing house. I just told you the N-word
lot.
playing house because he don't want to marry you.
Okay.
It's not because he don't want to get not because he's ready to marry, but
All
because
right.
he's
I want
comfortable.
one.
He doesn't that marriage
I
ain't
want
really his
one.
interest. He's only marrying to make the pack. He's only marrying to complete the package. I mean, almost every woman I know this. It's not even up for debate really when you talk to a guy that's being honest with you. That's because your brother get married. My daddy got married. My grandfather got married. My uncle's married. What that mean? They ain't woke up in the morning and that was their best interest
So
in life.
every man you know
Write down the
don't want to
list.
get
Write
married.
down the list. I want to go get,
Exactly.
my list is my number one
Like
thing on my list.
how
is a
little
lady.
girls we dream
We
of
dream of
like
getting
okay,
married.
I
That's
didn't
the point I'm
I'm
trying to
not
make.
there, and there are men who actually
Yeah,
do
fairies.
have those. Okay,
But which man,
if
which
you
man,
say so.
which man, he's get up and he say, hey, I want this wedding, I want that. It's normally a woman.
I know a lot of men who say I can't wait till I get a wife and I
I
have a
mean, a
wife and
man,
I
Of
have a
course he
family.
tells you that.
I've heard a lot of
Of
men
course
say
I'm gonna
that.
tell you that. You know how many broad I done told that before?
I'm
Do
not
that
talking about
mean that?
men who want to get into my pants. I'm not talking about
You know how
that.
many broads I told that before? Do
I
that
talk
means
to
I
a
mean
lot
it?
of men. I know a lot of men
I
too.
believe him. I believe
Okay,
him.
okay. She don't mean she talks to a lot of men. She, so
Yo, hey man.
let's go into a bucket
I
situation.
mean, just
This
that
is
we
She don't mean she talks.
tomato tomatoes.
this is
Tomato
wild to me.
tomatoes.
what man say, hold on, hold on. Don't do
Hold
it like
on, hold
that.
on, hold on.
And tell that down. Let's bring that down a little bit.
This is the thought though that most men think about when they thinking about a young lady. You telling me that you playing house, but what is playing house? If we marriage is really a ceremony for you and for people outside of your home to acknowledge. Marriage is really nothing because if we have a union together in the first place, if we living together and we have kids together and we doing everything together, technically we're married. If I'm fending off all your obstacles and we rolling together, we have kids together, we building together, technically we married. So the process
You're not technically you're
the
married.
process of marriage, the process of you can say whatever you want to say, but the
That's
process
playing
of
house.
marriage is the fact of process of marriage is a ceremony for women. It's a ceremony that you get happy. That's why most men sit back and let the woman and her friends plan the wedding. Most of the men that are orchestrate inside
They
the
give
work
us the
because they
money.
got problems about themselves. Yep. We pay for the wedding, sit back. Yo, if we ain't had to show up, we wouldn't.
Damn.
You know?
Hey, that's probably going a little too far. Is that going a little too far? That's probably going a little
Wow,
too far.
hard.
But that's what I said.
Wait a
That's what I
minute.
said.
Whoa.
Women
No, wait that off.
women control
No,
the
it's a
access.
fact,
Women,
bro.
White flag, peace.
Said they control the ass.
Yeah.
no, women control the access to having sex. Like you can have sex with them, but after the sex, you got to show that man that you're worthy of being marriage material.
Ooh. Train them, Razor. Train them.
You know what I mean? So if you ain't showing him that you are capable of being that marriage material, he's not gonna
Take him
marry.
to school, Razor. Take him to
my
school. Shake
homeboy
and
just
bake.
texted me.
Shake and bake.
But hold up real quick, Lord. Let me read this real quick. My homeboy just texted me. He was like, yo, why the rest of the N-words on the panel ain't telling them that that's a fact? He said, two of the ladies up there seem like they understand. Why the two other N-words up there not telling it's a fact?
Tell him get in the comments, please.
Just because we go out there and say we're gonna get married doesn't mean that's not something we're looking forward to. It's not something that men are rushing out there to do. That's a woman thing.
I'm not talking about a wedding. I'm talking about
to make
marriage
you
itself.
happy. That's why we do it. We do it to
I'm
make
talking
our
about
women
marriage
happy.
itself. I'm not talking about the wedding. I'm talking about marriage.
What the hell am I talking about? Santa Claus?
Y'all talking about that's why the man sits to the side
Go ahead,
and
Lola.
don't plan the wedding.
So, do y'all think that it's fair to say that in these situations, it's I don't know, like a known or a given that women are supposed to prove themselves, but men are not?
Nah, I feel like
I think both parties have to show up.
So
both way around. I
what do
think
y'all
what
think would
Razor
be-
says, what Razor said sound a little chauvinist because it was meant.
We just said it from the man point of view.
Yeah,
but
it
I
was
was
meant to
gonna
sound
ask,
like that.
like, what do y'all think would be like? What is the way how the man show that they're the marriage material?
Well,
Laying pipe.
in a lot of different ways. To me, first of all, the open access to have your woman feeling a certain way, like I told you, making her feel comfortable, bringing her out in the opening, openly showing your love to her, making her feel safe is most women number one priority that I know.
Really big deal.
I know a few women myself, so that's their number one priority. They want to feel safe. You know, there's
show
a
me
lot of
off,
different
baby.
things. I think for you to even step into a gauge of being married, you should be at least I'm not gonna go as far as say overly financially stable, but you should be stable enough to be able to hold a grip on what the relationship is. You should be able to be the ideal breadwinner. Even though I know I got homeboys that make good money and their women make more money than them. I got homeboys that bringing in 200 plus a year, but their women make more money than them. That doesn't necessarily mean that their women is still the leader of the household,
Right.
but she just was in a better position than that.
Yeah.
But and I have homeboys
Man
that
is
are
still the
making
man.
so much different
Yeah.
amount of money from their women that it's not even a fair breakdown. So they don't even. I got a homeboy that he doesn't talk cash with his women. He don't feel like he should share that information because she don't pay any of the bills in the house. He makes so much money that he feel like, they got a bank account, then he got a separate bank account. A bank account where she could do whatever she want to do with, and then he got his other money where, that ain't none of your business.
His
Yep.
money.
And
His
then
money.
she got her bank account where he never asks her for nothing. That's her pay where she work and she get paid and she do what she want to do. So he feel like, hey, I don't need to share this information with you. Yeah, we married, but
As long as they understand each other like that,
exactly.
that's nobody's business.
It's all
Exactly.
understanding.
It-
Because the man got to show you that he's a leader before anything.
That's
He's gonna
true.
lead that household.
You know how you know, Lola? It's when y'all together how you make you feel. When y'all just relaxing and chilling, you get like a vibe that's like, okay,
It's
this is
a
what
vibe.
I'm supposed to be, right?
a
This is what I'm supposed to
vibe.
be. When you want to be there with him all the time. You know what I mean? Not in a nagging way. You just want to be there with him, right? Chill. So
Even if he nag you, you still want him around.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? There you go.
Even
when
if
he get on your
I
nerves,
get
I want you to be over here getting on my
when he
nerves.
get on your nerves, you still like, that's my baby.
Playboy,
Yes.
you'll
Even when he
never
get on
get
your
a
nerves,
chance
still your
to come
baby.
up here.
That's how you know, Lola.
Ever.
That's how you know.
Playboy,
What?
you'll never get a chance to come up here. Now, I'm talking to my homeboy. He watching and saying, ever. You be wild.
Yes, like even if the person get on your nerve, you still want him around. Still want him around.
It ain't that serious, my G. It's just, everybody don't understand the difference with it. There's a clear difference between man and women. And there's a clear difference of understanding between man and women. And there's a clear difference of understanding in culture and where you're from. And if you say you're from certain areas, then it's a clear understanding that most men don't desire jump out there and be like, I want to get married. Of course, the tradition of marriage and the ceremony are two different things. But I conflated the both of them together is saying that most men in their head, why even if they feel like having a marriage with you, that say they don't want to get into go do the ceremonies because they already equate that to, we got everything a married person got already. What is to do? What you want,
They want to be legal.
They
want to be legal.
She wants that.
Want to
You
be
don't care about
legal.
that. But a man like me, man like Razor, man like who love their women to be like, you want your we can do it. $10,000 is your max. If you go high over that, you better go to your daddy. I'm not 1001, 1050. It's crap.
1001, I went
What's
over
your BBL before the wedding?
Hey,
that's extra five. That's
you already
extra
know my
five.
stance on BBL.
Razor need a BBL and
It's a
know how
possibility
to
she
cook.
might leave me, so I ain't paying for nobody else.
Razor need that BBL, and she need to be barefoot in that kitchen.
That's Razor by herself. I ain't paying for no BBL, and
She gotta be
she might leave me.
Barefoot in the kitchen with the club shot up, huh?
Yeah, she out there upset. Now she gone to Tom, Dick, and Harry over there squeezing all that plastic I paid for. No, sir, Bobby Jackson.
Not plastic.
Nope.
The plastic.
Nope. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't get it. Sometimes I really don't. I understand that that you can think that stuff works certain ways, but
you know what? Let me say this too. Let me give a little bit of extra curriculum and extra training.
Okay.
You got it right.
Everybody like this. Go ahead, Professor Razor.
Woman, stop trying to understand a man and feel like you could be a man.
You can't.
You can't understand.
Oh yeah,
you can know 1,000,001 N-words all you want. You don't know us.
I'm good, love.
I'm good, love.
You got that.
You Yeah. So you can't sit there and say I'm a this and I'm that, and you're trying to understand what a man is. You can't understand what a man. You're a female, and just like in the opposite, a man can
Never,
can
ever be able to understand you.
understand what a female do. So, but
But that's
because
conversation.
sometimes
Okay.
it pains me to see women trying to be man and trying to understand and think they know how men think, because you don't. You don't. You know, let a man be a man. You don't go in the street and get with Pookie and Ray Ray and the Simps of the world, and let it
They
confuse it to
conflate those
be,
things with being men.
being real men.
Yeah,
And
they
and, and
conflate
that's
those
the
things.
those are not real men. You know, going around having a bunch of kids, a bunch of different women, and all that stuff. That most men want a woman to have his seed with one woman, and just and have a family. And like you said, the woman want marriage, so he's gonna give that marriage because she wants it. But for the most part, that's what a man wants. But like you said, the 20% of man seems to overshadow the 80% of men that don't think like that. And that's what it is. I hope y'all had your pen out and pencil and write that stuff down, man. It's good information.
You see where I think where we get a misunderstanding at times is that uh, communication. There's a breakdown in communication for most people when it comes to men and women desire, relationship, conversations, relate what the do's and don't in some relationship. I think that most of the time in our minds that we feel like because the world is saying this, they equate it to this. Because our friends and people outside of here are doing this, that they equate this to inside of every relationship. There people always up here say that whatever works for you, and if that works for you, it does work for you. But but there is a nonsense to believe that men and women have two different desires when they come into a relationship. Just like I've told y'all before, and it's a clear understanding for most men that when we see a woman that's attractive, we're not looking at you to marry you. We're not looking at you to have kids. We want to break your
You
back
just want my boo.
sexually.
You just want my boo.
Exactly. So you could think that we just nice because we're being nice, but the objective of us being nice, because some guys are just generally nice guys. Some guys just know how to play the game. But
Mm-hmm.
all that genuine, we trying to alopecia that ass.
If you don't stop,
Make sure it's all the way bald.
oh,
Razor.
Not the lawnmower man. Not the lawnmower man. Here we go.
Razor
he
said,
said
okay,
all the
Razor
way
want
The
a
funny thing
BBL.
is,
You gotta know how to cook,
and
and you
all
gotta
the
get
way
whacked.
bald. Yes, you gotta get whacked. You
I
gotta be like a baby's butt.
now back to the relationship stuff. Now, if you can't do none of these things, or you ain't willing to do none of these things for your man, now why would I think about marrying you?
You out of luck.
Yeah,
USOL.
putting clothes in the washer and dryer, which I ain't gonna say
You're
most.
not
I
washing no
know people
clothes.
have.
Come on.
I don't need you to do that. I can do that myself. I can walk down. I can walk up out of Mama P's basement, go up to the washroom, and transfer clothes from the dryer to the washing machine, and so on and so forth. I don't need you to do that for me. You
But
know,
it'd be nice
uh,
when we do it though. When we wash and
it,
we fold
it'll
the
be great if you would
clothes.
do it for us because I wouldn't have. Me and Razor been talking about this the other day, and I hope that person ain't gonna feel no way. Somebody asked me if they can wash clothes. I was like, nah, I got this. I don't need you to do that for me because I'm cool. I don't need you to. I don't need I don't need you to cook for me unless I want you to. I don't need you to do none of that stuff for me because I'm
At least
self-sufficient.
somebody cut them planting for you though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
them
hey,
plantains.
first of all, Playboy,
Them
You an
plantains.
independent man.
don't
You
be
We
sound
cook.
like
disrespectful about the plant.
He
sir,
and
you
them
sound
little
like an
circle.
independent
Lola,
Them look at something there.
Lola. He
Got
ever
nothing for
showed
it,
you
buddy.
how
No,
he cook?
I'm not. See the difference is T. I'm not independent. I'm self-sufficient.
There you
That's the
go.
difference. You know, I do understand where I need women for. I do understand what I need women for. What I explained a while ago is what I don't need you for.
I'm like
I don't
LL.
need
I
you
need
to wash my
love.
clothes. I don't need you to cook for me. I don't need you to clean my home. I don't need you. I don't need you to wash my hair. I don't need you to wash my child's hair. I don't need you to do any of that for me. I'm fully capable. I'm fully self-efficient of doing that myself. What I
Yeah,
do need you
can't
for
leave in
is
the
a
bathroom.
companionship of a woman. What I do need you for is to be able to express
That's what
myself
he
to a
wants.
woman when I need it. What I do need you for is for understanding when I need to have a conversation with you about something that's bothering me about about a woman, just a thought
Support.
of a woman in general. I do need you for that. I do need you for sex, obviously. I do
Plenty
need
of
you for
time.
those things. But what I don't need you for is those things that I mentioned before. And we're conflating these things together, thinking because a guy would allow you to do it or would want you to do it, that he needs you to do it. Of course, some of them do need
Okay,
you.
so that's the
Some
same.
of them
Okay,
need it
okay,
because they
hold on,
can't.
hold
Yeah,
on,
they
hold on,
can't
hold
wash
on,
their
hold
own
on.
hands.
Time
Some of
out.
them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Time out.
some
So
of them
that
do
is the
need you to do
same.
this.
That is the same exact thing that independent, self-sufficient, however you want to word it, women say. They're saying the
That's
same
not what
exact
they
thing
say.
that.
They say they don't want a
Can
man.
I? Can I finish?
Not because you're not
That
saying what they said. We're talking
forget it.
about them saying
Forget
they
it.
Let
don't
her
want a
Forget
finish.
it.
man.
Let her finish.
Forget it.
Let her hear.
Forget
Let her
No,
it.
hear. I want to hear
because
what she
if,
said.
if you're gonna change what I said was they're saying they want a man. They don't need a man. I never said I don't need a woman. I
Forget
said
it.
what
You
I
want
don't
it. You
need a
want it.
woman
You want
for.
it. The thing is, you want to hear what you want to hear. So you want to hear the
No,
negative
it's not
part.
what I want to hear. What I want to
You
hear.
are, because I'm trying to explain it.
It's not want to hear what I want to hear.
Well, let
Like
her
I
finish
was
her point.
saying.
I want to hear what she got to
Huh?
say. I want to hear what she got to say. Come
The
on.
point is you got to say what I'm saying. You can't change my words.
But let her.
No,
We want to hear her
don't
opinion
change
though.
my words unless you saying what you're saying.
We want to
Don't
hear her
change my
opinion.
words for and say that's what I'm saying.
Can we hear
What I
her
said
opinion?
was, bro.
You already said what you had to say.
No,
Let us hear her
what I'm
opinion.
telling you is she's saying that I'm saying something that I'm not saying.
Okay.
So when you come and say yo, brother, stop, man.
What are we doing? Come, hey, look, listen. You said what you said. Okay. If she twisting your words, you can come back after her.
And that's what I just said.
That's fine. Well, let her say what she got to say. Then you come back out. Come
Listen,
on.
bro. I'm not stopping her from saying what I want to say. What I
Okay,
told
well,
her
let
is
her
you can't come and just say something different from what I'm saying. How is that making your point?
Let her talk, and then you come back and get back at her if you don't like what she's saying.
Shut, man. Cut, man.
T, come on, let's see what you got to say.
I'm good.
Because I don't understand. If I'm saying one thing and you said something different, and I'm saying that, yo, that's not what I'm saying. You can't argue me about what I'm that don't even make sense to be an argument about it. Because that's not what I said.
Okay, guys. Let's just have her give her opinion. You don't like it, come back and say what you got to say.
All right, man. Because we're not gonna keep going over the same thing over and over again. So we gonna keep the conversation moving. What I'm not gonna do is allow somebody to say something opposite of what I'm saying. I'm not gonna allow that. I'm not gonna get in an argument with anybody about nonsense, but I'm not gonna allow you to twist my words around and then try to make it seem like I was saying something that I wasn't saying. Now we can go back to having our conversation if we're gonna have the right conversation. But we're not going to keep having the same thing over and over again. That's what I was trying to explain to you. I'm stopping her from saying what I'm saying, but I want you to say what I did say. I did not say
wait
that.
a minute. Why she can't say what she want to say? That's what I'm saying.
Short man, bro, you keep inflating this thing to make it keep going to
Let's
something that it
go
don't
to
need.
the next. Yeah, let's go to the next topic.
Jesus Christ, dude. You can't stop, man. But you know, the point of what I was saying a while ago is I was saying women. I was saying that women that said that they don't need a man. And I was saying that I don't need you for this. That's the difference with what I was saying. I want to make that very clear to everybody out there. That's why I was stopping T from saying what she was saying, because she was saying it was the same thing what I was saying. And I was saying, no, it's not the same thing what I was saying. I was saying that I do need a woman. Clearly, I said that the whole time. What I say, I don't need you for this. But when you saying you don't need a man for anything, that's what we talking about. We're not talking about anything other than that. So, does everybody understand that?
Sí, yo entiendo.
What the God?
Sí.
Let me look this up so I can say it in French.
Oui, oui.
Just say we.
Yeah, man. I know, bro. Relax. Put your comments in the comment section, because I am not going to repeat what you're saying. So to move on from that,
Sugar
because
Prince.
I am fully aware that this conversation was going to get heated, but we're going to pass off from that. Move on to the next thing. So in closing argument is that we're not. I'm not talking about the women that are not saying. I'm only talking about the women that are saying they don't need a man. I'm not guessing in between. I've been saying that the whole time. I'm not guessing in between or reading into if you mean that you need a man for certain different things. You say you don't need a man, that's what I'm taking it for. If you said what I said a while ago, I don't need you to do these certain things for me, but I do need a woman, and I do need you to do these other certain things. That's the difference. So, shot, big up yourself, Broco. Um, so next on the agenda is male, female perspective on life. Where do you think you made your mistake at? Where do you think you made your biggest mistakes at? In your 20s or your 30s?
20s.
Yeah,
20,
I would have to say
24,
20s,
25,
20s,
26,
20s, 20s, 20s.
20, 22, 23, 24,
And
27, 28, 29,
we got it down to the numbers.
30,
You got to give them in Spanish.
22, 23, 24, 25.
20s for sure.
20s for sure.
I'll
Because
still be wilding, but
if I would have calmed down and thought things a little bit through and things, and nothing.
that's why they say hindsight is 2020, and that's why the vision thing is called 2020, because that's where you mess up at.
Yeah,
And then the
you're
rest of your
20.
life you gotta try to fix it.
2020 in my 20s.
Woo wee.
If I could take it back.
I messed up every day up until now.
Oh, dang, Ray.
Dang, Razor.
You know why? Because you was procrastinating.
I think I made some of my worst mistakes in my 20s, but I think I made my biggest mistakes in the 30s. If y'all get what I'm saying. I'm saying like the mistakes that impact you the most, I think I made them in the 30s instead of the everybody make a lot of mistakes in their 20s. But I think the most impactful mistake is I made in my 30s.
Okay. Mine was 20s.
I'm glad I got mine out before I turned a grown up. I grew up really fast, so I did a lot of stuff in my teen years. I actually moved out of my mom's house at the age of 16. So I made a lot of my worst decisions that affected my life and put me where I was when I was a teenager. But once I became an adult, in my 20s, that's when I was having babies and being wifey. So no mistakes were made during that time. It all happened before I became an adult.
Now, did you start over after your kids got big, or you just
What you mean?
kept with it? Did you did you hit the reset button on your mistakes when your kids got big? Because I just think that when my kids get grown, I'm gonna just probably be wilding out again.
Oh, how you say? My kids are still, I have two grown-ups, but my youngest is a girl, so I haven't got to that part, But I would just say that I think I'm a wild out, but I'm not going to wild out to the extent I would before, because I know my kids are now, I actually have little beings. So I got it all out before my little beings. Once I had little beings, my mistakes,
Because baby, Jesus had to sit me down. That's why I got a toddler right now.
Look, when Keon get a certain age, me and this gonna be wild now. Okay, we gonna be.
Jesus was like, "Ma'am,
sit down, humble yourself. Go on, sit down for a couple of.
Mm-hmm. And then first I got pregnant, then COVID, so he wanted me to sit down for a long time.
He said, "Sit. I need you to
That was a sign, huh, Lola?
I'm listening, Jesus. I'm trying to listen, I think.
So, I mean, when you're making, I think when you're making mistakes in your 20s, you can usually maybe recover from, some of them.
Yeah.
I think it's more likely difficult when you're trying to recover from the whole aspect of trying to build the relationship part of it. Like when we're talking about the man not wanting, some women not wanting the guys that running around with all the women in the community. Guys are the same way. A whole bunch of kids from the male, a whole bunch of kids from the female. I think when you make, I think those are harder to recover from than less.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yes. Facts.
You was slipping and sliding all over everybody in your 20s. Then when you get in your
Back
30s,
to
and
the
you be like,
house.
oh, I want me a husband now. Now the husband don't want you.
Too late, because you didn't know about.
Or you be like, oh, okay, I'm ready to
A man is gonna be
They be
very
like,
worried.
You
I
listen,
don't want
Lola.
that
All she
community
gotta do,
business.
Lola. All she gotta do is relocate. She'll find.
She can
That's
move,
all
she
you
can
gotta
move
do,
to
y'all.
Oklahoma.
You gotta change. I told you, you gotta change states. That's the only way you
All
gonna
you
do it.
gotta do
You gotta
is
change states.
relocate, man.
But
You gotta
You
she
change
got
states.
man.
she gotta
Hold
take
on, I
them
want you
All
kids
to
you
with
gotta
her.
do, you
You
don't even
gotta
gotta change states. You know what I mean? Like you
No,
can
you
be
gotta
down
change
here.
states. If you
No,
don't change
listen.
states, it's not
This
gonna
is what
work.
I mean. This
You
is
ain't
what
go
I
to the next
mean,
city
right?
over. It ain't gonna work.
Listen, right? People keep people around them that reflect who they are at that moment. You know what I mean? You could go and change your whole. I've seen people change their whole get up to a whole new personality, whole new music, whole new atmosphere. I'm not going around this, and it's a whole new. This world is full of people, man. It is full of
With
people. If
Oh yeah,
everybody
they switched the
knows,
game up on them.
if everybody knows the girl that you sleeping with, it's because you need to open up and go to a
the,
different
the,
community.
the people that go from reggae to hip hop or hip hop.
Yeah, there you go. Hip hop to reggae. Or
What?
people who go
Excuse
from
me. Where the
hold
gunshots
on,
at? Where the gunshots?
hold on. I'm gonna hit you with one that goes even further. The people who go from the club to the church. The people who go from like
disclaimer. I don't know any of those
outside of the
people.
club. You know
I
what I
know
mean?
a
Like
church person.
I know a lot of
Uh,
church people and they be in the club.
I know a lot of them too.
So what are you
No, I
saying?
don't. No, I
You
don't.
But
can't
they go, they
Yeah,
that's
you
all
do.
people
Yeah, you
do.
do.
All people do is they switch their surroundings. You know what I mean? When
Mm.
they when you ready to settle down with someone, you shouldn't be taking that person to the place where you were hoeing at. You should want to elevate and be somewhere different. You
Not to the
shouldn't want to
hoeing
be in
hole,
the
huh?
same situation. I mean,
I
can't
get
get
it
the
now.
can't get the
I get
streets
it
out of her.
now. I
that's
get
what
it
people do.
now.
You move on, man. You move on. That was the era of your life. Now move on to the next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta make all your all your anything like what you call mistakes early on in life. Better to get it all out the way
Yeah, get them
earlier
out of the
than
way
later, so
early,
you can.
man. Because then you're gonna be an old hoe.
Because I had a friend and I know all the friends' secrets, and then I'm not a friend with that friend no more. And they elevate it and then they change. And
Yeah, that's what people do, Cherie. That's all they do.
It
It
clicked.
clicks, girl. That's all they do. People like
The
that's
light
they
bulb somewhere
change.
came up there.
You keep people around that the people around you are who reflects where you're at in your life. If you're someone who goes out to the club a lot and don't really have a life outside the club, the majority of the people in your life are going to be club people. If you're someone who only works and you don't go and have a social life, the only people who are going to be around you are your work people. Like you control who are around you. So if you in a relationship with somebody and all of a sudden, you know what I mean, it goes sour, why you want to bring your new piece to where your old piece is?
Lola,
Straight up.
They might be trying to
Lola,
put the pieces together.
She can't leave the past alone. She
Lola, I
love
want
it.
She can't. That's what it is. They trying to make
to bring up
somebody
something for
jealous.
you to read, and
I'm ready.
I don't know if I am not explaining this clearly or what, but if if you can read it and then make a synopsis of what you thought I was saying, go ahead. If you can't, then I'll take it.
So if we're women, why can't we tell you what it means when we say that? What? What we saying?
No, she was talking about what T was trying to when T was trying to say what she
Yeah,
wanted.
so
She was trying to get her
Oh,
stuff
okay,
in.
okay. Let
That's
me.
she's
All
speaking.
right,
Yeah.
let me try. Let me try. Okay, so the people that be saying the I don't need a man, they be saying I don't need a man. So when people read I don't need a man, they taking it as I don't need a man. They not interpreted it to be I don't need a man for XYZ blah 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 blah. But when Sean made his statement, he was saying I don't need you to do, not I don't need you. Did I get it right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I thought that's what I was saying, but
Mm-hmm.
somebody texted me and told me that I should address the comment and explain it clearer because it may not I may not have been explaining it. Sometimes there is a delay in what we're saying, so sometimes you can't really hear everything at the same
Mm-hmm.
time. So sometimes when they're talking, I don't hear some of the stuff that they said until afterwards, and you have to go back and forth, and it makes it a little bit harder. So I do understand
So
that sometimes you may not understand what we're all saying.
so some people they might be saying like in their head when they say I don't need a man. They saying the rest of the sentence in their head. I don't need a man to blah 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 blah. But outwardly, nobody else can't hear that because they just the statement just be like, I don't need a man. And then some people be saying, I don't need a man for nothing because I can do this and I can do that and I can do this. And then the man be like, all right, you don't need me. So what am I be over there for?
See, what I took from it was, and that's why I stopped the conversation because I realized it was going to lead into an argument. So I took from it was conflating what I'm saying to the same thing, which what we're not saying the same thing.
Right.
We were saying opposite of what the same thing is. But when we're up here and we're going back and forth, it might sound like it's the same thing sometimes, but it really isn't the same thing. But I wasn't stopping her from saying that that's what she is. She already said that. What I was saying is that what I'm saying and what you're saying is not the same thing at all. We're saying two different things, and you can't conflate the two of them because now it makes you look like what I was saying, what me saying that's not true. What you're saying that because I didn't say that. Now it's making it seem like I did say that. So that's why I said, all right, I'm just gonna leave that right there and move on.
So what T was saying was when she be saying her things, she be saying, I can pay my own bills. I
Correction.
got
T
this.
don't say that.
Oh,
Correction. I
T,
don't say
T
that.
says she don't say
Let's
that.
get that correct. I don't, I don't say this thing.
My bad.
Uh, you came in late, sweet Pisces. We already had that part of the conversation already. What I was saying was again, we're not saying the same things. It wasn't coming from two different point of views anymore now. It's coming from one strict argument of me saying I do need a woman. The other women, which not T said, but the other women that posted on Facebook on social media that I don't need a man. What I said was afterwards, I said I don't need to read between the lines of that. We already went over that already. I don't need to read between the line over that. I need a woman, but I don't need her for this. That's the difference between those two conversations.
So basically, what he's saying is the women that post on Facebook, they don't qualify. They just say, "I don't need a man."
I don't
They,
need
they,
a
they
man
don't give an
to do
explanation
nothing
or
for
any
me
details of
because
I
I
don't
can
need a
do
man,
everything
but
on my own. I
exactly.
can buy my own car. I can buy my
That's
own
all.
house. I can cook, clean. I can change it. I can do everything. I don't need y'all for not a nothing.
Well, I think that's what I was trying to explain
That's what some women say.
is they cut it short and they just say I don't need a man, but that's because back in the day where we come from as women, we were taught that we needed a man. We had to be married. We were married off. We needed a man to complete us. So women are saying I don't need you, I want you. And that's what when a woman says I don't need a man, that's what she's ultimately trying to get to. I don't need you. I'm in this because I want you. However, because they're saying it wrong and the perception
Projecting
that
it.
comes from it
Mhm.
is that people are only taking the negative from it and looking at it in a negative manner and saying, oh, she doesn't need a man. No, every woman who says I don't need a man, every independent woman, she's still getting her back banged out by somebody. She still has a man in her life who is helping her out in some kind of way. When they say I don't need it, it means when you need something, you're there out of desperation. You're willing to accept anything. When I say I don't
But
need a
T.
man, it's because I want you. You want that man to know I'm here because I want you,
Yeah,
not
but
because
T,
I need
but
you
the ones T, the
to
ones that say
change the
that don't need
trash
the
or
ones that say they don't need a man,
that.
they don't want you can't even tell them
But you
anything.
don't know it.
You
It's
can't
a
even tell
case
them
by case
anything.
basis.
Not even with that. Why I'm supposed to jump through obstacles to know what you need if you stating to me that you don't need this. What's up,
Let me
Lola?
say it.
Go ahead.
I think it's very unfair for anyone to feel like if you say something on the surface, for you to feel like someone should interpret what you said to mean something else is very unfair.
That's basically what I've been trying to say, the ignorant way. That's all.
But I mean that to me that's life. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah, it
everybody
is.
says
It is.
no matter what in life, no matter I can sit here and say, oh,
Nene
Lola,
Smalls, big up yourself.
that pink
Big
looks
up
pretty
yourself,
on you. You know what I
man.
mean? But you can still interpret it in a different way. So that's just life itself. Is people have to interpret what you say.
But you
If you
shouldn't
really,
interpret what
but
anyone
what I
say. You
mean
should
is,
take it at
but
face
this is what I
value.
mean is, if someone says a blanket statement to me personally, not just this situation, but if someone says, don't go around the corner, something's going on, I'm going to ask questions to find out more of what's going on. So if someone really cares about my statement that I don't need a man, and it's really mind boggling to them that they want to worry about it, maybe pry into, why do you feel like you don't need a man? Maybe talk to those women instead of just assuming that blanket statement is what they're saying.
I ain't
I
went to
don't
school
think
to be
it's
a
that.
counselor. I
I
didn't
don't
go to
think
school to be
it's.
a counselor.
It's
I
not about
don't.
being a
Honey,
For
counselor.
me,
If you're
figure out
trying to
why,
pursue a woman,
for me,
I don't think I
I'm
should
gonna
have to
take
go
what you
through
say at
surgery to
face
figure out this
value,
stuff.
and usually if
Yeah,
it's something that I'm reading on social media, no, I don't care enough to ask you no question.
you know,
yeah,
if you that feel convicted that you independent and you don't need a man, that's what you say.
but
Now,
you're only taking that
I
one little statement, like
Because that's the
it's
what
statement.
more
other
to
statement
it.
I'm supposed to
And
take?
okay. So Sean, this is why, as a woman, you may not take that into the women that you're pursuing, and they may have like knocked it. But I'm trying to let you know that it's not just that blanket statement. Yeah, there may be one out of the 10 women who actually feel that way. But out of the 10 women who were making that statement, they're not making that statement because they don't want a man or they devalue men or they don't want that. They're making that statement because you're gonna come to me
See,
correct because I don't need you. That's
I
what
think
they're
it would
you said this already.
they're
You
coming
said
wouldn't it
this
out.
make more
already, and I
sense to
said,
say it, say what you
I
really
said,
mean
yeah,
though?
and I said, say what you mean, and then I said, that's because you're handing the poo poo water, taking out the poo poo dudes out the water, and we move on from that because we're not debating on women on the sensibility of the whole situation. We what we're debating is strictly the fact that how am I supposed to what am to do that doesn't get an explanation? What is he supposed to do?
If he
Or the
doesn't,
woman,
that's
because
that
I
okay,
Yeah, or the
but that's
woman,
how
or the woman.
that's how
If guys are putting it up on
honestly
social media,
honestly, well, me personally, you know what I mean. If I say something, if someone wants to take their opinion of what I say and run with it, so be it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Because I do pay my own bills. I do take care of my own. That's not the man I'm trying to pursue anyway. Now, if it's a man who actually is serious about
drink some of
me
that
and
brandy, Lola.
really wants to try to connect with me, he's gonna probe with that.
You
Why do you,
babysitting
you're a
Lola.
beautiful woman? Why do you feel like you don't need anyone?
So I think I don't feel like I don't want no when I say something to you, I don't want you to interpret what I say. I want you to
Exactly.
listen to the words that are coming out my mouth, and that's exactly what I mean.
It's it.
But I
And
can still misinterpret it, right?
You know what?
yeah, you could, but
Uh,
if what I'm saying to you exactly, if I'm telling you today I'm sad, I don't want you to think, oh, she happy, but she just pretending like she's sad. I want you to take what I'm saying. I don't want you to try to interpret it or figure it out. What I'm saying is what I mean. So when you make a statement that's like why would somebody decide to try to figure out that what you said is not what you mean?
So Lola, what you're saying
like
is
a
these
man
ladies need to be more explicit. If they mean more, they need
So
to
then
say
they
more.
need to put a whole paragraph.
Look,
A
Right?
whole
Not a
paragraph.
That's
paragraph.
the point of
You,
the
you,
paragraph. Is the point is
Yeah,
if
saying
they
I
say
don't need a
something,
man because you saying you if you're trying to say a man gonna have to come to me correct, say a man gonna have to come to me correct. Don't say I
You know
don't
what they
need
should
What I
say?
mean is,
Here it is.
no,
I don't need a man to pay my bills. I just need a man for love.
I don't need a
Say
man.
that then.
Oh, I don't need a man. I
and that
want a
and
man.
that what I was saying. Y'all see,
Yeah,
right? That's what I was
the
saying.
the first statement that we were discussing, it wasn't a statement that says I don't need a man, I want a man. It was saying I don't need a man. Period. So that's where I guess the mix up came at. So if
But
the
I think the
statement
mix
says
up
I
comes
don't
because
need a man, I want a man, that makes sense because you're not saying that you don't want no man at all. You're saying you don't need to have them, but you do want to have them. But if you just put I don't need a man, that means you saying you
And-
don't need a man.
And that was the difference between what me and T was saying, what I was trying to explain to y'all. But I do realize that you have certain people that think certain type of ways. So
But no, I like
that was
you
my
get what I'm
clarify
saying,
understanding
right?
of
everything.
that.
Yeah.
But
Till you get what I'm
but
saying?
what I was saying was
I
simple
was
was
asking you.
different. She was asking you if
I
you
was
get what
talking
she
to
said.
you.
Yeah. No, I know. What I'm trying to do is take what this dude is telling me instead of him writing it in there and explain it because he he going back and forth with Sweet Pisces to me.
Oh.
So,
Put your comments in the comments
yeah,
or don't
I
make
was
no
gonna say you
comments.
need to
Come on,
put
man.
your phone
Come
down,
on, get in the
Sean, and
comment
just
section
don't even
and let us
respond.
go.
If
Let
he
us
no,
go.
can't, if
because
he can't
what he,
comment in
Now,
the comment section,
I get what
What everybody
Pisces was
Yeah,
trying to
I
say.
get what
But
he's
it's
saying.
just
I get what
because
Sweet Pisces
the
saying. I
piece
get what
of
they all saying.
interpretation
Yeah.
don't belong in the situation.
Right.
Say what
exactly,
you mean what you say.
exactly.
If you saying I
And
don't
that's
need a
why
man to pay my
It's
bills,
different.
yeah, I don't need a man to pay my
I
bills.
broke
Because
mines
if you
down.
leave it at I don't need
I
a
need
man,
a woman,
that's what we
but I
listen
don't
to.
need her for this, and this. But I do need her for this, and this. So
But
that's
we
why when the
don't be saying
conversation
that.
start moving to the direction of, but that's what the women was saying. No, that's not what we was talking. That's not the conversation what we was having. And I want to keep it
Yeah.
to that
okay,
conversation
but
because
that's what
we
I'm trying.
often we often lead off of one conversation and start talking about something different, then get into
Well,
a
y'all
full
know how we
argument
do
about
But
it. We
that's what
mix
I
what
was
we
stuff
weren't
trying
together.
to
talking about.
explain to y'all is that blanket statement. That's what it typically means. There may be like a small percentage of women that actually just mean I don't need a man. But typically, when a woman says that, she's just leaving part of it off. That's what it means. I don't need
So
you.
that's her fault.
I,
That
Yeah,
what
that's
I
not
mean
my
is
fault.
that I don't
that's
need
her
you.
I
fault.
don't need to dissect. I don't need to
If
dissect
you
what
leaving
you
part of the
putting out there
sentence
for
off,
people. That's
then
between
that's your
you.
fault. Because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
a
between
woman,
you
and
and the
when I
guys
see
that want
somebody
to
say I don't
dissect
need a
that.
man, that's what they mean.
That's what I interpret every time, even because y'all know I love a TikTok world. Every time I see a woman say, I don't need a man for nothing, I
I'm a
don't need a man.
sellout.
The first thing,
I'm not a sellout, G.
I thought
I just
is, okay, she don't need a man. She just don't need a man, period. She don't, and they break down,
I
I
ain't
don't
a
need you to
sellout,
do
G.
this for me, that for me, that for me. That's the first thing they go by. I don't need a man for nothing. So when somebody asks them, so what do you need a man for?
But then I
And
say,
Nothing.
then, hey, if you don't need it, if you don't
wait,
need
are
a
they
man,
okay?
you got
Wait, because
options. You
y'all are
got
saying,
options. You got
Yeah,
are
she
they
got
options.
saying I
options.
don't need a man for nothing, or are they just
So,
saying I
so
don't need a man?
T,
No, I
T.
don't need
Oh,
a man. I'm
hold up.
independent. I
T,
don't need
I
a
said
man.
this to you, T. You asked me this in the beginning of the conversation. I said this to you. We're not talking about the ladies who are saying they don't need a man to pay their bills and this.
That's not
I
what I just
said,
said. Okay.
you said, are they saying that?
Cherie just made a comment that said, I don't need a man for nothing. So I said, are we talking about women who actually say, I don't need a man for nothing? Or are we just talking about women who make the blanket statement, I don't need a man?
And that's what I was trying to tell you. That's what we're talking about.
Yes, a
What
woman
I
that
said,
said I
that's
don't
what
You
need
I
a
didn't
said in the
answer.
beginning. I said that from the beginning of the conversation when that's the first thing you said. And I said, I'm not going to try and break down you saying you not needing a man. I'm taking it as you not needing a man. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about the women that said
but
that
that's the whole.
I don't need a man to pay my bills. That's different. A woman that said, I don't need a man to pay my bills. Like, remember, I went to the girl that kept putting up on social media that, hey, I'm not gonna ever go to the table and pay 50-50. But then she put up there that she got her own money to do whatever she want to do. All this came from that same conversation.
I get up. Forget it.
I just think
it just be like, to me, it just be like a little bit of wordplay, like we were talking about overthinking. Like I don't just go for just the 3 words that are there. Like I try to read into more than things.
Why?
Just like even now,
That's
now.
That's why I said Tia give
enjoy
y'all a
though.
lecture and details on what everything is. I told y'all that in my intro.
And
I
I'm a
told y'all
woman,
that.
just like she's a woman. And if you say to me, I don't need a man, that means
Exactly.
you don't need
You
a
don't
man.
need a man.
That doesn't mean
Yeah.
you don't need a man
Just
because or you
because
don't
you
need a
have
man
a section,
for.
just because you have a section of people that believe that what you said, I don't need a man, that man's supposed to guess. Well, maybe she do need a man that
Right.
doesn't
That's
pay her
like
bill
if
and
I
that
say
want to jump over hoops and that want to go swimming at night and
if I
not
say
date. I don't need to do all of that.
something, if I say one thing to you, and then I'm gonna tell you, I know that I said this, but what it meant was, why would you know that without me telling you? And just because I feel that way doesn't mean that's the rest of the world.
Dude say, kick me off the panel and go with the other 2. Cool, I'm representing. And I ain't
He
a
said
sellout.
kick you off.
But
I was
here's what I would
just
say.
telling
Listen, here's what I would say.
that I was answering
You got-
her only
I think
because
Here's what I would
looked
say,
at
T.
in a negative
Here's what I would say.
way.
We have to leave room for different points of view on this, because I hear Sweet Pisces out there. She likes the perspective that T's going. She wants T to give the perspective. Apparently, she thinks that way a little bit. I don't know how much that she thinks that way, but she wants to hear that perspective from T.
well,
So I'm saying
Sweet
we have to
Pisces
leave room for
wanted
different points of
to get
view.
another
I
conversation,
understand
and
what
I
you're
understand
saying. I
that
just
she
don't
want to
agree.
hear T's perspective. But what I was trying to make sure that she hear that what we were saying was 2 different things. We wasn't saying the same thing.
We know he wasn't saying the same thing.
No, we did not know that. We can after we can go back and watch the video. So
you
we did not know that.
All of we didn't.
I mean,
did not.
okay, I'm gonna say this, and I'm
got
gonna say this,
a
and I'm gonna
solution.
clarify.
I got a solution.
Let T
right?
finish first, Razor, and then you give your
Sweet
solution.
Pisces out there killing it, boy.
I myself, I get what y'all are saying about the wordplay with "I don't need a man" being a blanket statement, but me understanding that I don't need a man, and my interpretation of it, Sean, sounded exactly like what you were saying, which is why I said that. I won't saying that you were saying that verbatim, but in my mind, when a woman says I don't need a man, it's typically because she don't need a man for this, but she would like a man for this. And what you were saying sounded a lot like what those women, if you actually ask them, why don't you feel like you need a man? They'll be saying the same exact things as you. I don't need a man to pay my bills, to wash my car, to do all that. I need a man for companionship. I need a man for safety. I need everything that you just basically said you want a woman for. The independent, self-sufficient, whatever women I know, they want the same exact thing that you just said from a man. And when they say I don't need a man, they don't need this image of a man who's supposed to come in and provide for the women and take care of the women's home and do all of that. We don't need that. I don't need you to sit and put your muscles out and say bump your chest. I need you to be a companion. I need to feel safe. I need those same things. And that's, I think we both, male and female, we all want the same stuff from each other, but because of this, what a male's supposed to do and what a female's supposed to do, that's what causes the conflict, and we end up butting heads with each other. But we all want the same exact thing from each other.
So part of the problem is this: communication.
Yes.
Expecting somebody to interpret what you say is not effective communication. Say exactly what you mean.
But I don't think those women on Facebook are saying I don't need a man to the man that they're trying to pursue. They're just making that blanket
just saying
statement
it to the world and expecting the world to think.
But I mean, it's a blanket statement, and just
yeah,
it's Facebook. I mean, it's social media.
So what I'm saying is,
what I mean is, if somebody wants to get to know me,
regular brain.
But if someone wants to get to know me,
I should think you mean something else.
No, if you want to get to know me on that level,
I should think you mean it's green.
No, but if you want to get to know me, you're going to talk to me, and then we can communicate, and I can further elaborate. But I'm not about to put a whole diary on Facebook.
Right,
I might
but
just be,
you
I might
think
just
that
at
you
the moment
should,
be mad and
when
just put that
someone
on Facebook.
says, I don't need a man, you think that all the rest of the people in the world should
Wanna
think,
know that-
you
yeah.
tell them, I don't need a
Okay,
man,
but
that
I'm
they
not
should
going.
feel like you saying, I
If
don't
you
need a
post
man.
up, I don't need a man on Facebook. I'm taking you at your word.
Right.
well, me personally, the guys I date, we're not even gonna be friends on Facebook. So the statement that I'm putting on Facebook is not even for them. I don't really date people from Facebook. So that's me personally. I'm just saying,
Guys,
if
if you're
someone
on
puts a
Facebook, leave
statement
because
on
she's not gonna date
Facebook,
you.
if someone
Delete
puts
her
something
as a
on
friend
social
right now
media,
if you want to holler.
if
I'm
you
trying to help everybody
actually
out.
want to get to know that person, go beyond what they put on social media.
Oh.
Some people just put it up there because it sounds good. Don't go off of just that. If you really care about what someone feels or want to know why a woman or a man feels that way, actually talk to that person and see what they mean. That's what I mean by it. You can't just make a whole judgment over all women
That's
who
not
are
a judgment,
independent
though. That's just listening to
because
what
one
they're
woman
telling
said,
you.
I don't need a man.
You know,
You ready for
it's
the
a great
I'm
conversation.
not a man that's looking to meet a woman or nothing like that. I'm just a regular person in the world. I am a lady. And if I see a lady say she don't want a man, she don't want a man. I don't know what she want. I don't very much care. However, what you said is what I heard. That's it.
I got a solution.
Let's end on this. Let's end on this one.
Right.
You don't need a man to complete you. You need a man to compliment you.
Listen,
By
That's
every
a good
door.
statement.
here's my solution. Get your pen and papers out. It's teaching time.
It's training time, y'all. Let's go. It's training time.
I'm gonna write it down for my single ladies. Don't worry, ladies. I got y'all. I'm gonna write everything down
training
because
time.
Oh,
the
look,
trainer is
see,
coming.
somebody about to unfriend you. They coming to holler.
Oh shoot, man! They want to unfriend you. Like I said, if you say you don't need a man, and that's what you mean, you don't need a man. You got options. You can get a dog. You can get a cat. You can get a mouse, or you could die alone.
That's the teaching part. That's the teaching part.
That's it.
The thing is,
Teaching
You're gonna die. You and all your cats together. They'll call you the cat lady.
when I see Sweet Pisces in the street, she better got them hands. But the thing is, why do I need to guess if you want a man or not when you specifically said you don't want one?
He said he don't want to be Einstein trying to figure it out.
That it doesn't make sense.
That's what baffles me. And then the reasoning that I should come to you and figure out if you want a man or not baffle me even worse.
I mean, if you care enough to talk about it, then I mean, you should investigate.
Well, I'm not trying to date no woman that don't want no man.
If you put it this way,
guys, here's what they're using. They're using this
way.
model. T, I'm gonna let you jump in, T. 2 seconds. They're using this model, right? When she say no and you say, come on, baby, let's do it. When she say no, you say, come on, baby, let's do it. She wants you to say, try to convince her that she need a man, I guess. When she said I don't need a man. She wants you to convince her that she need a man. That's what it is. Yeah, she wants you to keep asking her to be a man. Yeah, that's all. I figured it out finally.
That's exactly
Is that it? Is that it? Man hater T and man hater Sweet Pisces. Is that it?
Attention seeking is what it is.
Yeah, that's all.
It's not. I mean, it's a blanket statement to me. I mean, to me, if
But
put it
look
this
how
way,
many men.
if you see a news article, and you see the headline, and the headline says something, if you really care to read into it, you're gonna read into it. You're gonna investigate. If you don't care, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna say, you know what, go away with it. Guess what? She wants you. Those people who be like, go away with it. She wants y'all gone.
Now she calling it low. She's saying now she's saying you're low information men now. That's what she's saying now.
Yes.
Low information men. That's what she's
Yes.
saying.
If you're really that into me and you want to pursue me and you see me say something, you're gonna probe. You're gonna want.
I'm gonna be the T whisperer. Hey, I'm the T
You're
whisperer.
gonna converse. You're gonna want to do something more than just say that.
Or like some men will be like, oops, okay, left.
Right, you're gonna be turned about and haul ass.
Hey, you know what's funny? Read this real quick, Lola. I got a rebuttal for this real quick.
Well, you don't have to guess anymore. We just told you no.
I got women texting me right now that's saying the same thing Lola's saying, that I shouldn't have to guess if you want a man or not, and they were agreeing with you that hey, if she don't want a man, she probably lesbian.
That's the only women that I know who really and truly feel like they don't
guess.
need a man.
I got women texting me right now saying the same thing Lola saying, that you shouldn't have to guess.
That's the problem.
But I don't understand how
Who
can
said-
your
who
Who
husband
said yes?
do
Who
that?
said yes? I didn't say yes. I said if you're really that concerned and you really want to pursue her,
No one's
ask her.
concerned. If I'm not concerned, but you shouldn't assume that I should think you mean something else when you say one thing. That does not make
that
any
to
sense
me
whatsoever.
that's just life. That to me that's just life. It's been so many times I've told people
I want to take a
something
poo poo.
and they took a whole different perception of what
Do you
I
really
said.
want to poo poo? No.
I mean, point blank, I say stuff all the time and people misinterpret it totally different than what I
Right,
said.
but
In my mind, I said it clear as day.
I'm not interpreting
are-
nothing. I'm
are
listening
you-
to what you say. I heard you, and that's it. That's what you said, so that's what you meant, is what I think. I'm not getting into interpreting what nobody feel because that ain't my dang on business.
Papa,
But-
get off.
I mean,
He
that's
said,
kind
"Well,
of
Monkey,
what
Yes,
you
you
do
did.
every time you hear something. You're
you don't interpret, you listen. If
you
you're normal.
do interpret because you don't. Everybody interprets stuff. We can sit here and say have one conversation, and everybody up here can interpret that one statement in 6 different ways.
That's
6
very
different
true.
ways.
That's
So
very
every
true.
day you're interpreting something.
Yes, you do, but I'm not gonna think that what you told me you meant something totally different. That just don't make sense. If you tell me that's like if you tell me
So if a
man
man who's a hoe walks up to you and you know he's a known hoe, but he tells you, "I put up my hoish
That's not the
ways.
same
I
thing.
want to be with you." You're gonna interpret it as he running game, right? You're not gonna take it for
I
face
know.
value.
That's if you know, but I don't know.
you
If this
know,
is
I don't know this girl. I don't know her
Okay.
business. If she says she don't want a man, that's what she means. If I say I want a cat, are you gonna interpret that to think I mean a dog?
Sometimes I do.
What
I'm
she
a little bit of
said
an
just now is
overthinker,
exactly
so.
what I was saying. That women are saying they don't want a man to pay their bills. They don't want a man for love. That's the
That's the
statement.
That's
statement.
what you should
I
put
don't
there.
need a man. It comes from I don't need him.
That's
I
what they
want
should put.
him.
Yeah,
I
that's what they
wanna
should
love.
put. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
That's
need a
what you
man,
do.
but I
Look
want
at
one.
her.
I want a man. I don't need a man.
Yeah, that's what you should put there. If you don't
I
want a
don't
man to
put it
pay
at
your
all.
bills, and
You don't
if
put it.
y'all notice
You already
something,
said
right?
that.
We ain't talking about you, T. We say that's what they should put. And you notice what the reason why I went down and broke down what I was saying, because I wanted to make a point. And the reason why I kept stopping T is because she was saying, well, she may not have meant it that way, but I was perceiving her as saying something different from what I was saying. And I wasn't trying to stop. I was gonna, if Short Man didn't stop saying let her talk, I was gonna go back to her and said, well, after I say this is what I said. You can't say that I said this. We would have been. So that's why I kept going back and forth till I started getting the back and forth, because I'm multitasking with people that's commenting here and people that's
Tell them to
commenting
get
up
out your
there.
phone and get in these comments because I want to talk back to them.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you read.
And three types.
right.
Truth
Hey,
be
listen,
told,
change your name to
Okay,
anonymous or something
truth
if you want to
be told
comment on
out
one about it.
there-
Change your name to anonymous or something. Come on and talk,
Truth
please.
be told out there, I do want to say this.
Change your
I
name
am
to anonymous
not
and talk if
really
you
a
don't want
man
people to see
hater.
your
I
name.
am a man lover.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
You ain't fooling nobody.
I love the men.
You ain't fooling nobody.
I love the men.
You probably love man, but you love to hate them too.
Oh, since she don't love the, she start loving men at
I
10
think you're,
I love
T, I
men
think
from
you're
every
multifaceted, T. You
moment.
got many dimensions to you, T. You good.
Yeah, you know,
Where should we
I
start
just play
from,
along
Lola?
with it.
Pick a
I
spot.
love men, you know, but hey, anytime a woman, how do you say, in today's society, anytime a woman is pro woman or tries to get the female thing out there, they automatically get doomed as a man hater. So I'll accept it. I done got a couple DMs behind it.
Wear your badge
There
proud.
you go.
Girl.
Play it up. Play it
Hey,
up.
you
Benefit
that
off of
already.
it. Benefit.
You have
Benefit.
men with weird fetishes. You know, if they like man haters that day, that's on them. I heard
I read
something
this
here.
one.
Oh.
I believe these situations are based on individuals.
True facts.
I can get behind that. I read that one
I like
already.
to get in
What's
front.
more?
I don't like anything to get behind me. You read this one already?
Uh-huh. My wife's sitting up here not telling y'all she's spoiled as hell.
I am.
She admitted it, Dreo. She admitted it earlier.
Oh, how she spoiled, Dre? He never did answer me.
Yeah, we want the info.
Dre, it seems to be true.
Carrie, I cannot believe you, Carrie.
Hey,
I
we,
think
hey,
she's a woman who needs her man.
we said say what you mean what you say. You said you were spoiled, we carry going with it.
I did, yeah.
Carrie
Papa,
co-signed
I'm
it.
very spoiled. I'm not gonna lie.
I am.
She admitted it.
Cherie, I love the honesty.
Yes, I have to. Because he gonna blow it up anyway.
Put her out
Oh,
there, Jay.
Brett.
Put her out there.
I don't need you. Oh, versus I don't need you for. I meant to say for at the end. Sorry. Not with all that yelling. I'm sorry.
Talk
boo.
loud. I talk loud.
Bless. So if
Oh,
we're
that was so
women, why can't we tell you what it means when we say that?
Because you said what you mean already, and
Because I'm a
don't
woman
wanna
too,
have-
and I'm telling you it don't mean that.
yeah, and I don't want to have to go into a diabolical conversation of if you really want a man or not. You said I don't want
It
one.
don't
so
matter
keep
who.
it
If you
word.
want a man, if you don't want a man, if you independent, if you want to cut your own grass, if you want to, I don't know what else you want to do that I don't want to do. That's fine. Everybody is entitled to do what they want to do in this life, unless it's criminal. Then you got to do it on the sneak.
Yeah.
We're not promoting that, by the way.
If you got the hookup, let me know.
Look.
You know,
holla if you hear me.
I let
Wink,
you
wink.
know.
Lola got a condition. That's why she just did that. Ignore her.
True. Errors later in your life, tougher recovery. Ooh, that's real.
Yeah,
Because
that's
having a
true
baby
that,
when you
fact.
30, how old was I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait.
Hey, you ain't gonna
Lola
be throwing
doing math.
Monday
You doing
under the
math,
bus.
Lola?
This ain't Monday's fault.
Lou, do the math for Lola.
Exactly. Back up off of Monday.
It's her and her daddy fault. That is why I tune in on Fridays because I want to be around freaky people.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Carrie. I was like, oh my God, Carrie. Oh.
Go ahead, Carrie. Wait, hold on. You got to go back to Carrie drink order because he
Wait.
was wilding.
Yes, like
You wanted something with red
wanted
wine mix?
Henny.
Wait,
He
is
wanted
it up?
Henny. Yeah,
Is it
up.
up?
He wanted Henny with Grey Goose mixed with
Mix
red
with red
wine
wine.
and 2 ice cubes.
Jeez.
he
I don't
was
see it.
That
Why
means
did, I didn't read it?
Who's he trying to knock out?
He's gonna stand up on top of the bar with his shirt
naked.
off.
It was up further.
Oh, I see it.
He want Henny and Goose
Jeez.
with a red wine mix.
Good God,
Wine
Carrie.
is
the
chaser
devil.
in his drink.
Jesus, Carrie.
That's the
Listen.
devil.
He gonna be throwing up the next day.
Yes.
He wants some liquor.
He wanted to be liquor night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You want to be the devil. It's not
I got that. However, I was saying if we let the men speak on how they feel from a male perspective, why not let a woman explain? We got it. I disagree because women don't mean we don't need a man entirely.
And we supposed to just guess that because
Vindication
Don't
for
say
T.
that. Don't put the period right there. Say
you know,
or.
we supposed to just guess that.
Full stop.
I want to go take a crap at 11:45. 11:45 come. And I didn't. I meant 12:30. G.
I thought you said 11:40.
No, it's 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I know we all love Freaky Friday.
Got something
Yeah.
scheduled for y'all tomorrow.
I know that's right, Carrie.
Freaky.
I'm telling you what women mean when women say that.
You tell me what you mean when you say that. Other women have a whole different definition of it here, throwing out at me.
Sean, Brizza, Cherie, love y'all long time. Love the rest of your awesome. Love the podcast. Big up, Mama Biggs. Oh,
Big up yourself, my bigs.
Mama Biggs,
I
Mama
did
Biggs.
with it.
Oh, girl.
Wagwan.
I don't know which girl, but I'm going.
I'm going.
Thank you, T. You gotta say you're welcome.
The man haters.
Oh, you're welcome.
They like Voltron. The man haters united. Optimus man hater.
Hi, Nene. Thank you. You're welcome. I feel like I'm talking to my baby. I need my husband. I know that.
Oh, I was talking to the guy. He said, "Girl, you need a man." I said, "I need my husband."
That's why I wanted it to be explained by a woman. Girl, you need a man. I got a few.
That's what I said. Girl, I need him. I said I need my
I got a
husband.
few, Junior.
Yo, you said
You want a man. I mean, I might can add a couple of more
Yo.
to the roster. I mean, you know.
That's
I
bucket
need my
behavior.
husband.
Hey, I didn't say I was gonna let them inside. I said I was gonna add them to the roster. They gonna sit on the bench. Okay,
you gonna keep
Sean?
on bench just in case somebody get
They
injured.
don't want the bench in case I gotta get rid of somebody.
All right.
They might
Trade
get
or
traded.
injury.
What, second string,
No,
third, second
trade
string,
or
third
injury.
string, fourth
Yeah.
string?
That was not part of my training, Lola. That was not part of my
See,
training.
see, that's what
You
happened. I
messing
just
up
go off
already,
on my
Lola.
own.
You misbehaving.
All right.
Don't worry, I'm gonna send you the notes. I'm gonna send you. I got the notes.
My bad. Sorry.
Got
We're
the
letting you know that it doesn't mean that, Sean. If we're conversing on the level of male versus female, we're just letting you know what the statement, that the statement does not mean that. We're letting you know now, LOL.
LOL.
I'm a female and I don't need a man means I don't need a man.
I guess it wasn't Battle of the Sexes, Battle of the Females tonight.
That's for the mature crowd.
I think it's just you know, it sure wasn't Battle of the Sexes because you was on their side the whole damn night.
Now, why I gotta get my character gotta be slaughtered like that? Why?
I mean, it was true.
I mean,
okay, you got me. Okay, you got me.
You
Okay,
said
you
that was
got me.
gonna happen, Sean.
I already knew it was gonna happen. So
They called me out ahead of time anyway. They called me ahead of time anyway. It wasn't a secret. They called me out ahead of time anyway. So.
It's not like that. Hypothetically saying I can do and pay my own bills and do everything on my own, so I don't need you to do that for me.
Word.
I guess. Did you say it like that, sweet?
You said
I
yeah.
guess. Tell me if I got it right.
Put a
Tell
little
me.
twist on it.
That's the best I can do with this. Unless you're a lesbian, I'm not sure how you don't want a male companion.
Hello.
They got the ones that stick on the wall.
I mean, y'all acting like there's not many of those out there.
We can't deny that.
But we're not claiming them the same way y'all not claiming Caitlyn.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
You confused.
Exactly.
You don't know who that is.
That was right on time. Exactly. Okay, you're going too far now.
That was about a lesbian bit.
Man, please.
Yo, OJ upset with us tonight, boy. OJ said, man, yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
OJ, man. You know, sometimes I swear the ball bounce, man.
But when
It's
they say
unpredictable.
that, it may cost them meeting a good man.
True.
I'm about to unfriend T now. That means
Don't do that, baby daddy.
He about to
Still
go
my
far.
baby daddy. My baby daddy could be my friend on Facebook.
Oh no. Doesn't mean that some people thinking it's different. Everyone needs love, but we have to pick and choose at the end of the day our own destiny.
Facts.
100%.
Be destiny.
Well, you don't have to guess anymore. We just told you. No bumping pooms over here, boo.
Okay, it's time for me to go.
No.
Absolutely.
Absolutely going that
Rug munchers. Yup. I think that's a turn off, T. I'm not a man hater. I'm just informing you from a female perspective. All of the women who say that have male companions, they're usually saying it regarding financial support, etc.
And I ain't about to be guessing if you want a man or not for money or for penis. I'm not about to be out doing all that.
I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers.
Oh,
Yes, T.
the man haters have united again.
But how y'all want love but hate men so much?
Don't nobody hate men.
Damn.
That's crazy. Laughing face. Well, when they say it is what they mean. I knew you ain't say that, girl. Laughing face again. She laughing that time because I got it right.
Listen, man. Ain't nobody about to be guessing if you want a man or not. You better make your statement clear. Like I made my statement clear. I don't want you to do none of the stuff that I can do already.
It was reverse psychology. That's what it was.
That's what I said.
You know?
That's exactly what I said.
Mhm.
Or it's just some people that, you know, sometimes people go through stuff in their life and, you know, and I ain't about to find none of those people. I don't want nobody.
I want to fight them.
If you already crashed and burned and you got issues from previous relationships, and
If you from Thailand,
go see a counselor, because you about to bring some miserable times in somebody else's life. But I say the Battle of the Sexes was a success. You know,
Yeah, I think this was real good.
This was real battle.
yeah,
You know it was a real battle when Sean had to mute me.
yeah.
He mute you and short man.
Yeah, short man. Mute both
Just to
of
let
them.
y'all know that, audience. You know, I when I was quiet, it won't by choice. Sean muted me.
I mean, it was clear when your lips was moving and they wasn't hearing nothing.
Oh,
But yeah, man. Address this one more time. The marriage thing. A guy said that the homies might not want to admit it up there because maybe they don't want their women to know. But most men are not thinking about getting married. We marry you for how you feel or for how you want to feel. That's why we get married. We ask you to marry us, and then you get to plan an occasion that's supposed to be about both of us. You get to plan out everything about it. So it's your day, not really our day. We're just showing up because we love you and want you to feel special. I mean, that's pretty much what I was saying, the ignorant way.
except for Sean, because when you go try to taste them cakes, he gonna go with you because he gonna make sure that you don't go over budget.
You go over the budget. The wedding's
He said 10,000. Do not say 10,001.
not
10,001. No,
$10,000.
that's it.
Over that 10,000, the wedding is off. Just want you to know that.
Just
So
keep.
if you smart, you say, "Baby, give me the 10,000," and we go down to the courthouse. You got 10 grand.
One too. Give me 10,000. I'll put it in my bank. We'll go to the courthouse real quick.
All right, man. I love y'all. Thanks for the support. We gotta plan another battle of the sexes.
See, I saw what you just did there.
Yeah, the comments.
I caught you.
Yeah, they were. These comments was nice.
Comments are rolling tonight. We're trying to get to 1,000. Now checking the thing after we finish. I don't think we got to 1,000, but I think we did good.
We did good.
Shay,
OJ, big up yourself. Shay, big up yourself.
Thank you.
Yes, Chef Baby Daddy. You better come to YouTube.
Okay.
Shay know he's supposed to be over at YouTube. I done told you that a couple of times, Shay.
Every week. Every week I gotta fight.
You want to get Will Smith?
We just call this getting Hollywood.
Yeah. Pull a Hollywood move on you. Tell whoever to at you.
Yes. Tell them, Sweet Pisces. Tell them to get in the comments and out of phone.
At me.
He don't know you.
Miss Spicy won that smoke tonight, though.
Yeah, he don't know you. He just talking off of a male's point of view, I guess.
We want him in the comments.
I tried to
change your name to anonymous, please, and come in the comments.
He made like 600 by himself.
Yeah, just put your name as anonymous and come in there. That's it.
He cussed me out for half of them because he think I'm a sellout now. I don't know how I'm a sellout and she don't know you. And like I just told her, hey, it was such and such.
See, next time you're gonna have to put your phone on do not disturb and make him comment in the comments.
Just make a profile and do like other people. They
just
put
say
a
anonymous. That's
anonymous.
It. Nobody gonna know who you are.
Hater alert.
I love y'all. This was good.
Yeah, this was a good one. I'm trying to close out at exactly 2:45. 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm talking 2:45, like 2:45.
Like 2:45 a.m. Like 2:45. Like, man, we gonna be here all
day.
I be like, yo, Papa, bring me a bottle, please.
Hey,
look, I'm about to refill my glass now.
That look like a 32 ounce or something. 64 ounces.
She drank the whole bottle.
64 ounces of wine. What the? What is that?
I came
Oh,
prepared with
she
y'all
got the
tonight.
skeleton.
Boy.
You know what that's gonna do later.
That's that Stella Rose, boy.
I love her. I don't
I
even know
love her. I love her.
No idea who she is.
Yeah, Stella's the
I don't
bomb.
know who Stella is.
Stella
Last time
Rose
I
is
heard,
the
she got
bomb.
her
Only
groove back
Stella I
in
know is
Jamaica.
Stella Artois.
This
Last
is Stella Black. This
last
is
time I
Stella
heard
Black.
about
You
Stella,
guys.
she
Stella I
got her
know.
groove back. She got her groove back in Jamaica.
Oh, I
Hey,
remember,
she
I
give me
remember
my
her too.
groove back all the time.
No.
It must be the same Stella.
It is.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do the
I think
outro.
I think I might have to go in the drawer of devices tonight.
Uh-oh. Hey,
what I like to hear.
keep
TMI.
that
TMI.
bottle close to you for tomorrow because it's gonna get steamy. Big up everybody out there in the podcast land. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's once again it was Battle of the Sexes.
I love it.
We had a ball, back and forth conversation. Got up top.
It was
Mhm.
I
wonderful.
enjoyed though.
That's how we
Yeah.
do.
We about to be out of here, people. We love y'all. AGP, tell our people we out.
Out. Peace.
We
Good
out
night.
of here.
Cheers.